Similar to that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. You did steal it. We appreciate it. Not it. Come on, that's your badass.
You're like, yeah, I totally just stole it from my collection.
That's why I sent you all the names. If you sneak into us, just you go. Be outside of city, 3 miles an hour.
I could go with it because I'm going to plus 3 to stealth now. So I'm not going to cock up your stealth at all.
I have a +6 to stealth.
You know. Or did you say that as one of your bonus things as a partner? You guess that?
Yeah.
I've got a +8 and I've got a +6 to sleight of hand as well.
I have a +1 and I have this.
Wait, why do you have +8 to stealth and not +6 to? Oh, because.
It'd be easier to tell you what I don't have a bonus to at this point.
Just to double my proficiency in stealth.
Can you stick on the light bulb?
Does anyone need this?
I can see that. Oh, and yeah, can you add a huge peanut there to get some
Just very huge green.
some black paper? Just like 3 or something.
Can't even see each other.
I was doing that, I have enough light.
I'm like up there covered.
At this point, I'd like to inform everyone that Toby now has a playlist on Spotify.
Oh god. What's it called?
Toby.
Not too bad.
Not even ode to This is slang. Love it.
The Ode to Tren is going to be Toby's masterpiece.
Actually, oh my god. When he's retired.
Yeah.
So people will remember.
Yeah.
Not the monster slaying.
No, it'll be the Ode to Tren. Tren will go down in history as some sort of like King Arthur.
Still wandering lost,
idiot.
trying to find his mentor still.
So, are we ready, everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we all leveled up. Everyone's done your hit dice. Everyone's chosen which stats, your feats. Yeah. Any other questions before we start? So, where we last left off, I'll just do a quick recap. The party has banded together to investigate the whereabouts of Brother Kathos, a member of the Brothers of the Desert vigilante group, who are a group who seemingly wish to start a civil war and overturn the corrupt pashas that rule their capital. The band ventured north to the first necropolis of Nikar, where you were asked to pass a test before you continued any further. Rather unwillingly so, you fought a Cyclops. And despite facing a defeat, were granted a brief moment of rest and a chance to ask questions. You had been separated from the group and forced to fight a Cyclops along with a separate group. When suddenly a group of cloaked figures started attacking the stadium. The party fled, fled with a knife found Brother Kathos to a room in the catacombs beneath the necropolis. Here you found my tense chamber. Here you found 4 sarcophagi, which the party entered, but you did not. When the sarcophagi closed, you were assaulted with some visions. You then seemingly exited the sarcophagi, but could not find a trace of Tobias or Kathos. You fled through a number of tunnels, having some run-ins with some similar traps and rooms and corridors as you did in the Pyramid of Many Things. You almost died trying to save a group of civilians from bandits or assassins. Tren exits the room that you fought in and found a doorway at the end of a short tunnel. he exited. You watched him exit it, and you followed. You find yourself stepping out the original sarcophagi that you thought you had exited an hour previously. You were greeted with Tobias pointing behind you. You turned around and were faced with a massive hulking form of Kyrannus, a five-headed multi. Toby, you watched as your friends enter the sarcophagi, and you think to yourself, these guys are crazy. And you feel a sense of relief. You know, you are quite okay with what's going on. There's no way you're getting it. You look and you see a faint glow emanating from around each of the sarcophagi, and you begin to see wisps of smoke come from the edges of them. You kind of get a bit worried because your mates are in there, and you look over to Trent in there, and you look over to Brother Kathos, who's staring also at the sarcophagi, but he's staring with this weird, creepy, like sharp grin, and you notice this row of pointed teeth that you didn't notice before. And he turns around to you and he whispers just ever so slightly. And he steps back into the back of the cavern behind the sarcophagi.
Toby unbuttons his pants.
Clicks his fingers, and all of the lights in the room, bar the two at the door, go out. And the room is pitch, the back room is plunged into pitch darkness. And you see come out of the darkness 5 massive dragon heads. And as this happens, you hear a creak, and out of the sarcophagi step 3 Hex and Grimwood, and you point. And what apparently has been an hour for you has been your second or first one. You literally just walked in and walking out. Do you notice the lack of sarcophagi? And that is what we should conversation. Oh, and Tyrathis turned around. Really good.
So it is a 5-headed dragon and not multiple dragons. Okay,
Can we see the full form of it?
Also, did that really just happen? I'm checking to see if the gold is still there. Okay.
Don't look very well, Hex.
I mean, I could do better. Thank you. You look great.
Thank you.
I've just noticed that one of the sarcophagi is still closed. I'm gonna go and knock on it. Frank, you coming out? This is here.
Is Trilby locked in the sarcophagus?
Can I try and... Yeah. You...
We'll be with you in a minute, Tyrathis.
I'm just staring at the beast.
3 of the heads look amused. The one on the right, the gold one, and the bronze one. Not so much. You open the sarcophagi, and there's nothing inside.
Guys, we have to go back. Trent didn't make it right.
Can I go on this side?
The large middle head, the silver-headed dragon with a frill on top, kind of arches his neck and kind of looks in the sarcophagi, looks up at you. And if a dragon could shrug, he would shrug.
Okay, please, Kyrathis, like, we have loads of questions, but do you know where Trent is? Well, if they're your sarcophagi, aren't they? Like, we went in there to get a vision from you.
Kyrathis seems rather quick. The pyramid of many things works in many ways.
Okay. You mean you don't have any control over what happens Wait, you mean, did you just say we were back in the pyramid there?
Yes, that's the thing.
Can you please just promise we're not gonna have to go back in again?
Why would the bandits this film exists?
You are being confronted with a choice. You have the choice to take part in shaping the future of this land. And in doing so, whichever choice you make, either to help the brothers or to destroy the brothers, many, many lives will be saved. If you choose to walk away, this is another choice, and I respect that. But bear in mind that this upcoming war, this civil war cannot be stopped. And if you choose not to take part, many, many more innocent civilians will be killed.
Oh well, what a shame. Shall we go? Shall we get try and leave?
If you want us to, like, protect the South, could you not have just told us that to begin with? I mean, if time's a factor, we cannot
almost
save
died in
time. Yeah, also, Hex almost died. Could you not just tell us?
We were only there for 10 seconds.
What? No, we weren't.
We've got like an hour plus.
You were there for 10 seconds.
The coppery dragon goes to the left, chuckles, with all mischievous look in his eye, and says,
I asked, why didn't you just tell
Yeah.
us, like, in the beginning?
Kyrathis does not. Kyrathis, I live alone, time. I must have my games. And you've not learned anything more. Syndicate told you everything you need to know.
I'm not the learning type, and I think I have learned less from this shenanigans mystery.
Looks down over his nose at you. Yes, Tobias, I know you think this way. But, you will find your happiness one day.
You ask us to help the brothers. What are your thoughts on the passions? Do you want the brothers to rip them down? Or do you know if the passions are inherent evil, or are they just politicians who sit up on seats of power and place the civilians around them?
The brass one just in the far right. Looks to you. We do not ask you to help the brothers. We've brought you together because we sense a future in your pathing. Collectively, you have a problem. Alone, you cannot conquer your demons. Alone, you cannot find the answers that you seek. Alone, you will not find your purpose in life. But with other people, you may find your happiness in it. I do not ask you to help the brothers. I do not ask you to help the clashes. I'm merely presenting you with a choice. Venture east to the mountain of Abalayat. And here you may find an item that the brothers have been searching for in these very catacombs. The horn will turn the tides of war in the favor of those who seek change. However, should you choose the comfort of the norm, those who have ruled for centuries and kept peace, if through dubious methods, venture eastward to the standing stones. Tear them down, and the brothers will not succeed. There is a storm brewing, my champions. The brothers have gained too much momentum. They will take the fight to Calimport, and the battle will be long, the battle will be bloody, and many innocent people will die. The unrest will cause a disruption to the region for generations to come, and together you have the power to avert this.
Are any of us from Calimport? No. I know. How many innocents in Calimshan have we met? Wars come, they happen.
Well, the
Oops.
Dave was nice.
No, he fleeced me for 2 months of wine. He definitely deserves death for that.
Fletcher,
You
please.
did ask for it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Not the most expensive.
No, the people we met in Teshel seemed maybe not the people with the best of intentions, but to believe an entire city deserves to perish under a civil war. It's not
Ooh, why do we have to make these sorts of decisions?
You're a god.
They said so.
Why can't you do it?
I can do it very easily, but my existence would be boring. The copper room.
See, he's not even really invested.
This is a game. We're being used as pawns for this lizard. It's ludicrous for us to get involved in this. By the way, out of interest, is this a literal horn? Is it going to be like the drill of the south again?
Oh yeah, I was kind of looking for an actual jewel there.
The dragon.
Yeah, we saw.
Like, as a haunted person, is it going to be?
We saw it.
We saw it?
We saw it on the planet. They were monsters.
Oh, we did not. Yeah, my bad.
Speaking of horns, where did Kathos move? He's going to show me something.
He chuckles and
Try to eat, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
my time here is short. Do you have any remaining questions?
How do we get out of here? Where are our camels?
And he nods to the door.
Is that like for both questions or?
James, do
You're asking us to help, and we aren't really sure of the timescale of this whole thing. I know none of us know how long we've got. I know my timeline is short. Will I find the answer I'm looking for on this quest of yours?
you will find the answer when you're supposed to. But you know.
And how far east do we need to go? How long will it take us to reach the peaks?
If you wish to travel east, speak to the brothers. They know where you must head.
I mean, literally. No, we don't know that.
I don't think this dragon likes to deal in specifics.
That's what happens
I
when
think
you
he's- I
have
think
5
he's interested.
heads. I mean, there's 5 of us, we're separate people, we can hardly agree on anything.
2 of the heads on either side. So the copper, the gold, the bronze, and the brass lean down and come scarily close to your faces and whisper in each of your ears.
Oh my god.
Whispers!
Talk amongst yourselves.
I'll need you to repeat that. No, just write it down for me.
I'm thinking that like our plan that we just this core can still be on.
What's the plan?
I'm thinking, steal the horn, crush the pillars.
Use the brothers.
Yeah, the stones, the
The
standing
brothers
stones.
did put ourselves in there.
Fuck them both up and minimize casualties.
Hey, let's fuck up the brothers and have the passions.
Yeah.
But then we lost the place.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
Because to be honest,
I could get behind that.
a place without rulers or a ruler, if you're suggesting, you want to do it. The place doesn't have the level collapse on itself, as always.
You weren't even talking. You just just shouting whispers in your own head.
I was destined. I was taking psychic damage like that. Whole felt like.
And with that, the heads come back to their resting point. They collectively wink. There's a flash of white light, and you cover your eyes, and it burns. There's a burning sensation across your head. You feel a stab of pain, and you squint, and your eyes adjust back to the light of a now fully lit room. And you see in the cavern, in the darkness where the five heads were protruding, an empty space where Carathis once was. And on the sand, on the floor, where he presumably was standing, you see a large emblem, a five-headed dragon, and on top of it, a small, glittering chest.
Over.
Does my skin look sugary to you?
You open the chest and you find a number of pieces of metal that you would know to be mechanical parts. Tubes, chambers, gears and pins. These would be parts you would need to build a weapon, a gun. You also find a chamber in there.
What do you mean?
Of the gun.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You find a circlet, a small box with black and silver swirls on it. You find a very small black pearl. You find a small ring, a purple ring, and you also, at the very bottom, you find a set of leather armor.
Right, guys.
Trying to check for like fake bomb. See what I mean?
Yeah, I've lifted all this stuff out and I've laid the stuff out in front of the chest. 10. Without being too insulting or presumptuous, I'm going to assume this is for me. I'm going to take the mechanical parts.
What are they?
Yeah, what are there?
What are the mechanical parts? The gear
Yeah.
and stuff. They, would I know, nothing to do with. I built this, and these seem to be the look like the build.
It's nothing wonderful about it. Just
Yeah, so
it doesn't include the chamber.
the chamber. Oh, the chamber's are separate. I mean, when I say the chamber was actually with, when I understand it's to do with.
You also understand that it would be a chamber for a gun.
Yeah.
It's just not contract.
So these mechanical parts would build something very similar to this.
Right. Okay.
Maybe
You can keep
I'm
them.
going to try and build it, and I'll maybe show you if I manage to do it correctly.
Okay.
Sure.
Can you make that one less noisy?
Maybe I don't. I've not really tried to make it less noisy. Maybe something
Oh,
I can
okay.
look into if we need. I found this as well, and a part of the circlet. I don't know what it looks like.
It is a silver circlet with a kind of bronze front to it, which has a singular ruby in front.
I don't point them out. Can I let people look and see if there's any runes or gems that indicate magical properties?
Yeah. There is again a larger band of a separate circlet.
I'll hold it out. I'm not sure if there's anything magical about it.
Can I take a look at it?
I don't know about the rest of you. I could do with the rest.
Yeah, I don't mind. Do you
I don't know if it would go with my eyes.
Do you want to sit down while we...
There are people potentially still attacking this place.
Okay, I quickly like my...
Do I feel smarter?
Oh wait, no, but Kato said that no one else could
You feel
get in
cool.
here.
Oh yeah, exactly. So
Cool.
I mean, he was kind of a liar. You look amazing.
I'll give you the circlet.
Thank you.
So I'll pull out the black and silver. I can't read my own box. That's an X.
It swells.
The swirls.
Very true.
By open the box.
You open the box, and inside is a kind of dark, kind of grey, black, speckled sand.
That looks useless. There's lots of sand around here.
There's some sand in here. Though.
Wait, is it special sand?
I don't know. If you don't, I'll have a look. Well, in a minute, once we've got the rest of the stuff out. I'm going to pull out the black pearl now. No. I offer it to people. Does anyone take it? No. Pull out the purple ring. Is it gold with a purple gem or is it a purple ring?
A dark, kind of. It kind of looks like ebony dark.
Again, I offer it.
It looks like
I'll have a
blue, but
look.
it's pretty.
I'll have a look.
And then I pull out the leather armor.
The leather armor is kind of a dark brown, almost verging on black. It's got a number of straps all across it. Kind of lines with sheen in weird, unnecessary places.
I've seen a very similar sort of armor.
And it's got a number of runes.
Does anyone but me wear leather armor?
I do.
Those three.
I've got armor, it's fine, you keep it.
This might be special armor though, Bree.
It looks pretty special.
So I'll have a look.
Fine,
Over, I'll have a
fine.
look over it and see if
It's fine.
anything about it. Okay.
So,
I gave
so are we going to take a break? Like the rest
Yeah,
to look at the
we'll-
items?
rest and have a look at what we've just
Yeah.
discovered.
Okay, but I'm just gonna sit by the door, just
Sure.
sort of listening out, just in case anyone is coming our way.
I
Make
can
a
struggle.
perception check.
I already used all my hit dice up.
Oh yeah, can I stall of rest?
Oh wait, I'll get one more from the leveling up.
Yeah.
I get another hit dice.
But that's a 14 on perception.
Do you
I used all three last time because I started on roll left.
do you get an extra hit dice when you level up?
Yeah. It's for the number
Yes.
of levels.
Sorry, yeah, 14.
I have a regular health bar.
For perception.
Okay.
don't-
You put you can't really hear anything, so you can put your ear to the door and strain your ear as hard as you can, but you hear significantly nothing. Like
Okay.
a real absence.
Well, while I'm resting, then I'm just gonna rest by the door, just so if anything does start coming away, I'll hear it.
You can always get a
Um,
regular health
Ewan's
bar.
also giving you all an extra
I'll offer
D6.
to it.
D6.
You'll get an extra D6 from Ewan's Song of Rest.
Two lovers forbidden
Oh,
from one
nice.
another. A war
Yeah,
divides
I'll offer
their
No, hang on,
people.
we haven't looked at
And
one
a
I'll write it on
mountain
my
keeps them apart.
I feel great.
The way to be together. I forget how the rest of the song goes, and then it goes, secret
Oh,
tunnel,
I'm feeling great.
secret tunnel,
Amazing.
through the mountain, secret, 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 secret tunnel. So do you roll a d6 and then just add it to what you've got?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
roll a D6 and then everyone gets them.
Oh, you get what you roll.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on guys,
Oh.
wish me luck.
Good luck.
2. Well done everyone.
By the way,
I rolled a 5.
with the gold that we found on that guy earlier, I feel bad that I just went and took half of it. So how about we share it evenly between us?
I'll pull out the other 250. That's a big pocket in the middle.
I've got my 250, and then we can each take 100 and then save 100 for Tren, because we will see him again, I'm sure.
However,
Probably just.
without being offensive to him, is he trustworthy with money? Because I observed him with money and you've observed him with money. He spent like
He doesn't.
100
He, doesn't,
gold.
he said before that he didn't need it and gave it to Tobias. So, but we can keep it to one side. And
Give it to one side and see if he'll
just
just
go from there.
I think we
Okay.
should all do what Trent does and give all the money to Tobias.
I mean, maybe one day. Maybe eventually.
Maybe one there.
You know, when you
Not
become,
yet.
when you become the
Yeah.
ruler.
Oh, yeah.
We'll offer.
Not watch it.
Take some time with it.
With the items, certainly.
What's 711 minus 150?
What do you always spend your time with? Preferably you use it to spend your time with.
Yes, sir.
Could you spend your time?
I'm gonna have another armor.
Okay. Just spend your time.
Sparkle sound.
Oh, there you go.
I'm just looking at a spell.
I can cast Scorching Ray with a spell attack bonus of +5. It's handy.
How many times can you do this? I can cast, it's the ring of jumping. So I'm going to jump spell on myself, or whoever is wearing it. That's how I'm jumping. Which triples your jump.
I can have some good utility for
Triples your jump.
Can I have good utility for Ree for getting up to sneak around places?
I'm good at jumping already, that would just cancel it.
Does it increase your landing as well?
Just if you jump 3 times as high,
I'm just trying to think
it's
of
just
stuff
what
like
landing feels like. If you just jump 3 times because you start then you land.
It just needs 30 bits.
It could help me get to position.
I feel like it could really help me do some awesome stuff.
Maybe also, so I'm
Just
not
says the
talking about
distance is
like,
Yeah.
Or if you just
like
We
help me
hit
get
the ground at range that you're flying from. So if you just jump up to land, yeah. If you jump directly up 30 feet,
Yeah.
whatever you just fall, that would be like fuck. So you probably want to use it if you want to get off of a t-shirt or you're jumping. So,
I think it's putting you into casting a spell to reduce fall damage. I don't know. Sorry. That's my say on that.
so one would be nice that you could spend.
The armor.
I'll take the
Wait, there's a pearl in the armor.
yeah, well,
There's the pearl and
I have no use for that thing. Is it jump distance horizontal? Is it jump?
Swap that for the dust of sneezing. You can throw it at people and make them go into sneezing fits.
Mine appears to be some sort of circlet that fires fireballs out of it. And as the only magically inclined member of our party, I think it would be wise that I can do it.
it suits.
Well, if you're up to give it a look
What's it?
Oh, sorry.
a scorching ray.
Okay. Interesting.
I would be careful with that stuff, by the way. You don't want to know how I found out how it works.
You could empty out that dust and have a very pretty box to keep that pearl in.
Imagine the effect that would. I'd have to be near it to enter.
I'm going to keep it on for now.
Imagine the other.
Well, I mean, there's only enough dust in there for one real use, so we
This
can always put the pearl in
armor
there.
That's true.
provides you resistance to false damage. So I don't know what's this.
Go ahead and keep it.
I don't like it.
You keep it careful.
Because you seem to take it back.
I tend to sleep back.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. It's just the last.
What was that you mentioned before about you not having that much time? Are you dying?
I have a cure wounds spell if that would help.
Like, do you particularly need the armor because you're really frail and
No,
gonna die?
I pull my sleeve up, and how far up is it?
Gribble pulls up his sleeve, and you see.
No.
Yeah. Not be looking at this. All the way up
Oh, no,
his
you should be.
arm.
I showed you the
Yeah.
other day.
His skin is black, almost a tiny bit swollen as well, and there's kind of cracks all the way down it, and there's a dull, kind of black, kind of darker black residue that seems to be in the middle of those cracks.
Fuck.
And he kind of pulls up his arm and it comes up to just above his head.
Oh gosh, that
Oh,
sounds
what
like
is
well.
that?
Is that getting
It's grown worse over time. The reason why I was in Calenport was because I tried finding someone to cure it or cure for it in long saddle. And no one's there, and someone recommended Calenport has a bit more different means of so I might be able to find different means of healing.
Then what we're doing with this quest, we should get you to Calenport if that's gonna kill you.
It's slow and it's strange. I don't fully understand it.
comfortable.
Have you considered amputation?
No,
I tackle like that.
I don't need to amputate.
Yeah.
Yet, maybe, but I'm okay for now. It's not affected me. Anyway, it's just.
What is it?
I've
I've seen some fucked up stuff.
came
But that
from-
is gross.
I really. I agree.
My building of stuff did it to me. I tried binding a magical stone to one of these, and the stone it cracked and exploded in my hand, and ever since this has slowly started.
I'm very sorry to hear that, Chris.
I'm very, very concerned, and I think we should get you to that healer in Calenport, like right now.
There's not a specific. They just recommended I might find.
Okay, well then,
something.
all the more reason why we should go there soon. If it's going to take us a while to find someone
It's,
who can fix
it's extremely slow, so there's nothing to.
that. I do
worry
know.
about.
Look at
He
that.
seems pretty calm.
Is it painful?
Yeah, well,
Still
It's not pain as
reminds me of
in
my dad. Whenever he gets
getting
something wrong,
hit by
he just
something. It's just a
refuses
slow.
to go to a healer, and it just gets worse.
Not like a burning sensation. More of a, I can feel it constantly, but it's nothing.
And it's like, he says it's fine, and then it just gets worse and worse and worse, and then before he knows it, he's like stuck in bed for an entire week.
Can I just say that this thinking is almost metagaming to be in your dad's?
What?
This is almost metagaming that your dad is your dad in real life.
Well, no, I'm just saying all dads are like that. Well, just because this is just because Bree's dad has that similarity to my own father. That's just
And that's your similarity? We discussed this.
I did it by accident.
It's been 3 or 2 years since
3 years ago.
it's been 3 years and it's only on this far out of the section.
You can shoot without him. Oh,
I have a core position. Perhaps if we ever made a homework, we could into this. Although if it's magical nature, perhaps.
It's magic, simple healing. Suit. I've spoken to colleagues and magical thing so far. Cure diseases. Times.
and then no one else had any idea.
Not in long travel, and that's enough. Well, not say a wizard, but it's a wizard.
It's a
Looking at it,
collection.
well,
It's a
I'm thinking.
You would remember that, because you spent most of your life there, that it is a collection of wizards in a settlement, but it's not really like a city or even a village as such. It's one number of houses and buildings which live in.
I really understand. This was something I was going to bring up mention. I was going to ask out of like why we were all like why we were all in Calenport? Do you know?
we're all in the
We were
area.
all in Calenport.
Yes.
I was just going to ask curiosity what we were all doing before we got picked up. What happens to do this? Like, I was obviously looking for a skill.
I was traveling into and playing my mandolin.
Remember when
Wait, you have amnesia? Is amnesia a thing that exists that we know about?
Probably wouldn't call it amnesia, but yeah.
But you have no memories?
I'm really curious.
I remember where I was. I just remember that. I was meaning just like the last thing I remember doing was right,
Oh,
but I don't remember like the reason why.
That's right. I thought you meant like the last one was Syndicate.
I just wandered over here, seemed like an interesting place to be.
What? I don't know.
You
Lion, not really.
Literally didn't want
It's
to.
not all mine, so I'm just interested in deciding.
Oh god, what? It's 8.
You get the sense that what she's saying is true, but there's maybe something.
I don't press. I'm like,
Yeah.
just curious as to what people say. Yeah, so that's my thing.
And Tran's looking for some elf.
He's looking for an
paladin.
elf paladin or something.
Yeah. Okay, so if it's like all honesty hour, look, if you've got some horrible skin condition on your face, we're not going to judge you for it, but it's kind of disconcerting that we just can't see your face.
I bet
I
there's
mean,
a
that's
handsome
someone-
man hiding behind there.
Someone could just impersonate you easily.
Or mine, while he's pushing me. Guys, come on. I've asked, and she's not said. In time.
In due time.
In time.
Okay, I mean, just... Like, honestly, even if it's like a horrible scar or like 3rd degree burns, totally fine, still our friends.
Good to know. You're gonna have to burn yourself up for this.
Do you have a lizard's tongue?
What is the, like, is it just like a piece of metal? It's just a piece of metal.
Or is it like, is it the condition like his? Because, again, fine with that. Fine.
As I said, I will tell you next.
Okay.
Oh, then done then, are we?
Alright, let's go see if we can find those camels.
Okay.
This is actually not. Well, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna quickly listen at the door before I open it.
Roll a perception check.
7.
You put your ear to the door and you try and listen even harder and you kind of ask and shush it open. And you decided that you hear nothing.
Okay. I don't hear anything.
Do you want to go first?
No.
Do you want? I don't know.
Fuck it, I'm both at the same time.
Second round, yeah, both of you put your hand forward.
I step back. I just step
Okay.
back.
Okay. Your kind of hands kind of touch and there's an awkward, yeah, I hear you. And
Sounds romantic.
Hex pulls open the door, and as the door opens, you hear a rush of noise as you hear screaming, footprint pounding, you feel the earth start shaking. That eerie silence has been completely broken, and it looks like the silence is beginning to flood back into the room.
Do you recognize the places are just the caverns we were in before?
Yeah, you kind of travelled down and it broke off to the cavern you were in, and it looks like the same kind of classic. It's the same kind of shaking that you were feeling before when you were running down.
Do we know the way out?
Let's go back over there.
Let's try it.
That's through the danger zone gate.
Yeah, but so do we know.
Let's see what's going on at least.
I go straight.
I've taken my enjoyed my way.
And you're heading back up.
Yeah, we're trying to
Yeah.
retrace
Like
our
kind of following
steps.
the noise, trying to see
Okay.
what's going on.
While we're talking, I'm like, are we sure we're okay with leaving what could be innocents behind to die?
Quite.
Well, what are we going to be able to do?
We're saving more lives later.
We thought we were
We
saving
need to
people
get out of
before,
this
and they
life.
turned out to
We
not
need to
even
get
be
out
I know
of
right.
this is like all running. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying it, just making sure we're all good.
Okay. You make your way up. The sound does appear to be coming from down the corridor, as opposed to up. As you kind of go further up, the sound kind of dissipates slightly. You still feel the earth kind of moving a little under your feet, but not as much. You kind of navigate the twists and turns, remembering as best you could the way up. And you get up to the room that you sat in before you went into the arena. So you've come up and you've got the tunnel to the arena on the right, and then you've got a path upwards which led to the room that you were getting healed.
Do we just want to get out?
Yes, we want to get out.
So you make your way up, start making your way up the tunnel up to where you're getting held, and you notice that the tunnel is actually caved in, and that there is a huge pile of very large rocks.
Well, looks like we're here.
Is it?
There's still the.
Is there? Can we see into it?
I was like, we see into the arena before we went in there. It was like a room.
That was the room upward, which is not true.
It's not on the way out.
No,
No,
you
no,
kind
no.
of came down from there. There was a room you found for the.
To the arena?
Just where do you go from there?
There's like one door here and there's one on the other side.
Remember, I
There's
don't
a
know
number
that.
of doors.
Let's go.
Are there people in the arena?
We don't know.
The last thing we have, we can't see.
You just kind of see like a light source at the end of the small tunnel which leads to the arena. So you eventually
At the arena? Yeah.
you
I'm assuming the order's him, me. Who's behind me? You.
Yeah.
so Hex kind of moving forward, kind of steps out into the brighter lights of the arena, stepping through the drag marks where you were actually dragged off the field, unknown to you.
Is there a dead Cyclops in the arena?
In the kind of up against one of the far walls is the charred, blackened body of a Cyclops. You look around the arena and the number of huge flags, the emblems of or presumed emblem of the brothers. Most of them are blackened, charred, and have been burned away, presumably by fire of some kind. Perhaps the fireballs that are being chucked about. You see some dead bodies throughout the arena, but not a huge amount. Mixed clothes, like there's a couple of guards, there's a couple of simple brown robes, but there's also a lot of just like women clutching smaller forms.
Are there any of the attackers?
Is it what road?
Roll a perception check.
Well,
3.
20.
ooh, section 13.
Can't see very well from down.
The three of you notice.
Dark
Bree notices the hulking, kind of smouldering body of the Cyclops as it is just transfixed.
I'm having bad flashbacks.
Like a clock coming down.
Yeah.
The two of you see the dead bodies, and you don't see any of the assassins, of the kind of rogue assassins. But yeah, you notice that kind of up at the top ring, all the way around, there's a number of doors, 3 on each side. Yeah, sort of more like doorways.
Oh, I see.
Like, yeah. You weren't really looking about the thing was before. You do see that there's a greater concentration of bodies around these, as if people were attempting to exit.
Alright, I will tell him. There's some more doors up there, so
We mean up on the
no, they're just like ours. But there's a lot of bodies.
like up on the stands where the people are.
Up one through.
You,
Okay.
I don't know.
there's general kind of like brazier light around, and it doesn't look like it's either dark nor a bright light coming out.
I think probably one up there.
Okay, stand back, guys. I'm gonna do the jumping thing.
Alright, check it
So
out.
I'm gonna use the ring of jumping to try and jump up.
Does it say something on the bottom? Does it say requires achievement?
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
does
that's
that
right.
not? Was that not when?
You identified it on the rest, but you didn't.
Didn't.
You were then handed
Okay.
it to you. So you'd have to spend a short rest.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do it without.
Okay.
Actually, no, I can't just straight up jump. I'm gonna try and get out my rope from my Dungeoneer's pack.
Okay.
I've got a crossbow.
Can I climb up the Cyclops' body?
Can I?
Wait. Who's sneaking up? Are you scouting ahead?
Well, I'm gonna try and like make a lasso and like fasten it onto a seat so I can then climb up the rope
Okay.
to get up to the side of the wall.
They're less. They're less seats and they're more like long stone benches. More.
Okay, is there anything that I could like get a rope around?
There are a number of dead bodies. The top of the some of the tops of the kind of the wall have crenellations, not really kind of natural, more just like chunks of rock from debris have kind of created some bits you can probably use.
Okay.
But what are you
Roll
doing?
a strength check to get the rope out there.
Oh yeah.
Does it actually happen?
Oh, 16.
Okay, so it's
I rolled well, like at -1 to that.
it's a relatively light piece of rope. It's only about 30 foot up, so you kind of throw and it kind of glides up and lands perfectly.
Okay. I'm gonna try and climb up the rope. Someone please be standing here just in case I fall.
Okay, roll an athletics check.
Would it be athletics or acrobatics?
If you wanted to climb up the rope, it would be athletics. If you wanted to maybe
Swing.
kind of wall climb instead.
Okay, I'm gonna
kind
try
of
and wall climb
without the rope,
instead because I get +4 to acrobatics but -1 to athletics.
then go for it. So you've swung up the rope, but now you're just going to try and like.
One, but I can re-roll it because I'm lucky. That's 15.
15. The walls are kind of sheer, but you find enough kind of gaps and footholds to kind of work your way up quite quickly, kind of using the momentum of your heels to get you up. It takes you about 10 seconds.
Okay. Is there anything like more sturdy that I can tie this rope around so that it can properly support everyone else's weight? Okay, I'm gonna try and fasten it more securely around whatever piece of rock it's around.
Before we do that, I'm going to ask, what's the difference between the Cyclops' head and the top?
The Cyclops is kind of like pushed up, is kind of like leaned against the side. Its face and upper torso kind of like smooshed, as if it's kind of either ran in or been pushed into the wall.
One thing is, any chance of if I actually try and climb it, is there any
If
distance?
you went onto the top of the Cyclops, it's probably 20 foot. It's probably maybe like 10 foot up. The Cyclops is only about
So
15.
I wouldn't be able to make it if I climbed because it's sheer.
Yeah, you could see if there's handholds and kind of replicate what Bree's done.
I'd try.
Okay, go for it. Make an athletics check.
Going
An acrobatics.
Going up, Toby.
Got a rope
Yeah.
here if anyone
Okay.
wants it.
I'll be coming. I'm just gonna make sure.
It takes you a while. You kind of fall down a couple times, but you takes you a couple minutes, but you get to the top. It's
Okay, so I'm on the same level as.
Yeah,
But I
just
don't
kind of
go
go
over and help.
maybe 30 foot round the stadium.
I'll make my way around and try and help.
Okay,
I
yeah.
think I'm climbing up next.
Go for it. Are you using the rope or are you gonna?
I'm gonna go up the rope.
Yeah.
Okay. roll
I'll
a-
hold the rope
an athletics.
as well.
Okay.
That one.
I want both of you to make a strength check.
Oh no,
Yes!
I am not strong.
Why am I not like?
10.
Okay, get ready.
Tobias grabs on rather confidently.
The rope bursts into flame.
He kind of decides, I'm going to test this first, and kind of gives it a sharp yank as the two of you come over the edge.
No.
I want you both to make a dexterity check.
Okay, I'm better with these.
Just land on me.
Ooh, 24, sorry.
You manage to catch yourself just in time against the edge before falling over. You, however, was not expecting this, despite having braced yourself, and go right over the edge, landing directly on Toby. You take.
I'm ready.
Grip
I'm literally standing at the bottom of the rope with my arms out.
Isn't the time for games, Gritball?
Oh, God.
A 30-foot fall on top of you. So,
Reduce the damage to me, but transfer it to you.
yeah, basically. You are going to take 5 points of falling damage, and you are taking 3 points as you fall 30 feet flat on your face.
Is there somewhere else where I could fasten the rope so that it would kind of go down over the Cyclops?
There are a number of these kind of points where you, on the wall you could probably fasten it to, which, now that you think of it, was probably a stronger source than your, where you were. Wait, you did tie the rope to yourselves, didn't you?
No, I was just holding it.
We were holding it, so that's fair.
There's probably some bits further around.
Okay, so I'm just going to move the rope over closer to the Cyclops so that someone can climb up onto the Cyclops and then go onto the rope.
Okay.
So I'm going to
Do
fasten
you want me
it.
to go up to hold it, or do you guys?
I'm going to fasten it as tightly as I can, using like all the best knots.
All the trouble knots.
All the knots that my mom taught me.
Okay. Who's going to attempt this relatively easy wall to climb next? Go for it. Or use the rope.
I'll use whatever.
Yes. Yeah, it doesn't take you too long. We've done this before. It takes you about 20 seconds. It's not really your forte, but you can.
Okay, try and stay up this time.
I'll go again.
You be careful.
What was it? Acrobatics? Athletics. 14.
Similarly, you've seen that now, and you're like, I don't know what the issue was.
If you get stuck, you need to tap.
Bit confused. You
can
can
just
give it a
we
tug.
can hold you along. That's true.
Oh, we could try that. The three of us combined.
I'll try climbing first.
Okay.
23.
You with very, very quick movement, just kind of 3-4 arm pull and up. You kind of all tap and land quite gracefully.
I'm just going to untie it.
Those muscles checks. Well done.
You have succeeded climbing a 30-foot wall.
Well,
I should have just done this during the
come on,
fight.
let's go. Towards.
Is
Is there any
one,
more up here?
two,
Actually? No, there's 3. Oh, on the inside.
So in front, you're on one half of the stadium, so to speak. So in front of you, you're kind of up against one of the far sides now. So you have one door or doorway to your right, one kind of further around, and one kind of further right.
Okay.
And someone else asking
Any
questions.
inclination as to which one is being used more, or probably all equal in place?
Roll an investigation check. You can't really hear it as Maurice can hear the sounds. They're very distant now.
8.
I rolled 19.
Okay. You do see there's a greater concentration of bodies around the middle door. What this means, like going down them, you don't know. But
Going down the road, trying to get up.
Well, that's what we. I assume we go up. Right?
No.
Oh, they go down.
Like, the stadium is there, and we go down.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Let's take it.
You have to kind of look down them. But
Let's go.
Let's go down the middle one.
Okay.
I'll be
the middle one, kind of, you kind of make your way down the corridor. There's a number of bravers. Some of them are out, kind of knocked off the wall.
I'll be like, I've got.
Do you? Oh, okay.
You do what?
Right.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
It's like I can make like sparkles, or I
Yeah,
can
did you
like
think to
light
do
a
that?
fire.
What
I
how?
can't remember instantly that.
First is
I mean, like, so you just like
I
have.
just have this.
Fire in your hand.
No, it's like a spell.
It's
Oh,
a minor magical thing.
I can only do this, and I'm minor illusion like a peacock.
I thought you were going to mind an illusion, the razor going out.
And I make like firework effects for them.
You can create a children's party.
So as you kind of go down, the lights kind of twinkle back on. The very kind of lopsided. The brackets have actually kind of been bent as things have apparently brushed past or more likely pushed past. It kind of goes down a kind of maybe like 20-degree angle downwards for about 20 feet before it kind of levels off. The sounds grow more distant and distant until the relative silence. It comes to a fork, a left movement.
Any light down?
No, no.
Is it just like the same kind of tunnel with razors and stuff down both ways?
Did it seem to curve like that?
This one here has got a sharp turn, maybe like 10 feet down. This one seems to go further down.
The left one, if it comes back on the way, the way out is that way. In terms of, like, if the arena was here and we went down this one, and this way the
Right there, this one here, yeah.
okay, and this comes back this way.
Yeah.
And we came in through this way from this
Yeah.
way. So left, if we're trying to get out. I think.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, yeah, you are.
Yeah, you're here. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you make your way down left. Looking around you, there's. There is.
You walk down a corridor.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a scary corridor. There's cobwebs everywhere.
And there is a sphere lack of recent footprints. You kind of make your way around as it does kind of curve and then slowly make its way up, and you find yourself in the original chamber where you were healed and viewed things from. You see the dead body of Simon, the vet healer, and a number of other brown robe figures, and also you see a black and red robe figure amongst 4 other bodies.
I'm gonna go and just search the red and black robes guy.
With the black rose, the bad.
Yeah.
They were the assassins.
Not an investigation check.
Maybe take that rope, Bree. You never know when it might come in handy.
It's not gonna fit me. Ooh, natural 20.
Nice.
I'm
gonna discover everything about this guy. I'm gonna know the life
You find his
story.
wallet. He was talking to her.
You know his blood type. Nice. So you find on him a dagger. It's not that fancy. It's just kind of like a regular dagger. You find a sphere lack of personal possessions. You get the sense that he probably left anything he travelled with to get here elsewhere.
And he doesn't have any tattoos or anything, I don't know. And he doesn't hold any symbols to show he has allegiance to anything or
Pendants, rings.
that sort of thing.
Take a look at his robe.
You find a micropiece.
Now we know why he was so violent.
Well, did you want the rope, Toby?
I think the robe would come in handy, wouldn't it?
Alright, well, you're gonna strip the corpse. I'm not doing that.
No, I have other ways of disguising myself, Bree. I don't need the robe.
Let's keep moving then.
Yeah, keep
Will
doing
you
it.
take the rope?
I'll leave it.
I'm taking the extra dagger though.
I'm going to look at the red robe unit just to see. And then I want to check
She
Simon.
was searching this.
Oh, I thought you did you check the black one? I thought it was black one.
Black and red.
It's black and red.
Oh, I thought there was 2 white people in there.
No robes.
Oh, the black and red robe and then Simon. Yeah.
Simon, who's wearing the robes of the healers, which is kind of like a lighter
Can I have a look at the sign and see if it's carrying a key or a symbol, ring, tattoo or something?
So around his neck, you do see the cross swords, which you recognize to be the symbol of some kind of other people around his neck. You see the notice also that it's the symbol on the banners.
Can I take it in there?
Yeah, it's still on the chain. You also find a couple of points of silver. You find some medicinal things that you probably would have maybe used in spell crafting, kind of different ingredients. Yeah.
I leave the about the gold.
We take the.
Take the pendant. Well, we're
We're going.
now, don't we?
You can make your way to the opposite end of the room where you first entered. You make your way up the fairly sharp and steep incline, and you come across a door which was previously shut, but it's kind of like hanging on its hinges. And you step out, kind of blinking into what's now kind of late afternoon. The sun's kind of on its way down. There's a very muggy feeling in the air, but kind of not the direct beams in your face. You are now in the original. You're right in the middle of the necropolis.
Okay, so where would they have taken our camels?
This is still the same day as we came to the Acropolis, isn't it?
Sure is. As far as you're aware.
Can I smell camel at all?
Can I
You
have
have
a
that
look?
spell?
Can I have a look?
Well, I've been around camels enough, I think, to recognise the smell if I smelled it.
I think they're going to be the main entrance.
Do we know
I
that?
rode John the whole way here.
I'm going to make my way to the
Oh, it's
the main gate where we came through.
Yeah. I was just going to keep an eye on it.
That's
I don't know why I've never got
17.
it. I don't know.
Roll a survival check. Are you going to keep an eye out for them, or are you going to try and actively find like evidence on roll a survival? Sorry?
17.
10.
You kind of around you kind of look at the tracks and stuff, and you don't find you find a number of like single camel tracks, but not kind of a group as maybe you were. You do note, however, that you didn't that you were led here from somewhere else, and your camels weren't led with you. So
So do you think they just left the camels like at the gate?
An irresponsible use of camels.
I'm already halfway there.
What if they've run off?
kind of Gripball's kind of gone ahead of you, maybe like 50 feet.
Oh. Okay, fine. We're gonna run after him.
I'll catch up a little bit.
Bear in mind,
I'm
not everyone has
I'm not
moments.
sprinting.
Yeah,
I'm travelling with.
Okay.
You make your way to
I'm not happy about
the kind of initial cluster of buildings where you were
Balloons.
ambushed. Buildings.
Fireballs.
Getting balloons.
Is it okay?
And kind of looking around, you do see kind of tracks of camels and footprint that leads kind of back the way you've come, but kind of branching off.
Well, this just makes me hate the brothers even more. They've lost their camels.
Okay. So do you follow the tracks? Yeah.
We're going with
Yeah, can we like assist on them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say between you all on that roll, it's not too difficult.
I wasn't
wind-
I was just like jumping from haste rather than trying to sniff for the camels.
what do you find, boy? Come on.
Come on, Gripball.
you hunt dog Bree. It was Bree who was wanting to sniff.
I just figured they're smelly. Probably nothing else has much of a smell here.
The wind isn't so great here, and the ground has turned. While it's not kind of hard rock yet, it's certainly turned more hardened as opposed to the sands of the desert. So you see, between enough of you kind of follow the tracks, and they lead to a rather long, kind of maybe 10-foot high building.
And the tracks seem to have gone into the building.
Are the doors closed?
There are two very large kind of wooden doors. They don't really match the rest of the building.
Listen out for camels, or just listen.
Camels are really noisy.
I'm gonna skirt the outside of the building.
20, not natural.
Easily, as you approach, you hear that. Except
That was me speaking camel. I was.
That's John.
And I bring back the question: do you really say
No.
yeah. So you can hear that there are a number of camels in this building.
Let's go. Let's get our camels back, guys.
Are the doors closed?
Yeah, I was doing.
Did I hear anything else?
Someone's closed the doors.
I was doing a quick skirt.
I mean, hope to keep you here safely. It's just like a barn or something.
There's nothing on the back. I was down back.
You don't see any windows on this side, like at the long front of this.
I mean,
You do hear, as well as the camels, you do hear a.
Hello.
you didn't hear that.
You don't hear.
I don't hear that.
Yes, that.
I'm like, oh, just
Are there windows
11.
like? Are there windows like on the sides of the
That's what I'm
buildings?
looking for now.
There's nothing on kind of the front that you're with. You'd have to kind of make your way around.
Okay, I'm gonna go around and see.
Gonna go right, I'll go left.
and I'll be this.
Okay.
I'll stick with X. He's so thank you, guys.
You make your way around, or you tend to be sneaky?
I'm trying to be quite sneaky, yeah.
Okay.
Stealth check.
Yes, that's what everyone would like to be sneaky.
I wouldn't have been.
Are you trying to be sneaky?
Oh god, that's not good.
I wouldn't have been. I was just.
Once I heard it, I would have been like,
That's a 14.
Okay. You make your way around the right side of the building. Yeah. So you're kind of at the top end, so you have to make your way a little further back. It's a long building. You make your way around to the right, and you're. It's not that kind of wide a building. And yes, there is a small window, maybe 4 or 5 feet high.
Okay. Alright, is Gripbald at the back with me?
I went to a different way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I
with
haven't
that.
no.
Yeah, but I
Me
thought
and
we were
Trader
going to meet
one
him back.
Oh, if we went back.
Oh,
Me and X were one of the doors. Me and Trader,
At the front
Toby
now.
are one of the
And
doors.
then you go like that. We went like that.
yeah.
And then there's the other window at the back.
So you found it on the right,
Alright,
the
on the
right
side
side
of the
here.
building.
Yeah.
You make your way around and you see about 5 feet up on the left
Okay,
side. You see
I'm going to, still trying to be as quiet as possible, I'm going to jump up, grab the ledge and see if I can see him.
I'm going to look straight across the other window if I can.
Okay. You make your way there sooner, because you look close to that side, and you kind of peer in, and you see in front of you a long, kind of straw filled, kind of like a long house almost, which has a number of camels in it. Stables. You also see in one corner, in the far corner, you see the one which you know, right around, a mass of huddled figures. As you're kind of looking at them, you do see a as we kind
I'm
of
trying to be stealthy.
Jump.
Okay,
You
yeah.
were coming quickly.
So what, so I managed it.
for 1 or 2 feet, I'm not going to make it.
Hold yourself.
And so what do I see?
Is there a door on the on this? Hex and Toby, yeah, is there a door on this side? So Bree, me,
Yeah.
onto it, is there a door on the
Can I see the huddled figure or can I just see the camels?
You can see kind of beneath the window, and then to your right here, you can see the not too many fixed at the door.
Do the people seem weapon?
Do they seem like
Armed.
They roll a perception check.
That's 20.
You, they do not appear to have weapons. They are dressed in assortment of different kind of civilian clothes.
I was just making sure that I was like wearing black robes.
Does this window look like it can open? Like from the outside?
It's more like a window opening. There's not actually kind of like anything in it.
Okay, so could I actually pull myself onto the ledge?
Could it's only maybe a foot across and kind of a foot at its top. Doing it's not like a big space. You could certainly fit in, yeah, if you wanted to kind of get yourself up.
Can she see me from?
Mhm.
I'm gonna like point like, as in, and I'm gonna start making my way back to.
What?
Slip.
But I'm pointing that way back towards, like trying to motion.
You see maybe 50, 60 feet, at the other end you just see Gritwell doing something.
I'm gonna pull myself onto the ledge.
I'm gonna make my way back onto the.
I would like you to roll another stealth check. And this will kind of combine you kind of pulling yourself up.
16.
As you do so, and you can pull yourself up, your foot kind of scuffs just a tiny bit. And a little boy who's kind of sitting right beneath the windowsill kind of turns around, clutches his mum and not quite. They'll turn and look at you.
Do we hear this on the outside?
You see frightened faces, and they kind of shun back, fearful, wary, but they don't.
Okay. I don't want to make a scene here, but somebody stole our camels. Those are our camels. We're here to get them back.
Roll
Can I open the door?
Yeah, I was going to say, we can hear that. We'll try to do
roll a persuasion check. Yes, you can. The door rattles. It appears to be
17.
that.
17.
Yeah, I'll be back at these now.
Yeah, you do that.
The civilians.
Doors
I don't think they're armed. So.
I mean, I could break the door.
Gritwell, are they wet?
I don't want to stay.
Not camel.
I don't want to break the door if you just go.
They kind of give you a look, and just kind of like almost collectively all point to the camels.
Much obliged. I'm gonna run over to the camels. How many are there?
So you jump off the window.
Yeah.
So you kind of jump off, roll a dexterity check, and acrobatics.
So that's okay.
Wait, dexterity and acrobatics?
No, just acrobatics. Yeah.
Acrobatics, okay. 17.
Beautiful. You make a wonderful 5 feet jump off, landing directly in the middle of kind of like a group of people. It's kind of like a hole in the middle. You land directly there.
They all got an eye.
3-point landing. Some of them hold up little signs. And
Does the children look really impressed, like I'm their hero and they want to grow up to be like me, except not grow up because I'm the same height as them?
they still look terribly frightened,
Want to go down.
but a little impressed. It was only 5 feet, but it looked impressive otherwise.
Quite a lot of concern.
You make your way across. Sorry, were you looking for the camels? Yeah.
Yeah, how many are there?
There are many. There's
Here,
probably
boy.
Can I
30
recognize
or
John?
40. You do, by note, hear a rattling door.
I'm not knocking aggressively.
Oh, hold on, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go over and open the door for them.
Okay, you go over. You see that there's a fairly flimsy wooden bar stuck between the two doors. That's barred.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna lift
Okay, baby's hand.
the bar.
So you left it with no trouble at all.
And then I'm gonna open the door and say, come on, guys, it wasn't even locked.
I didn't want to bring the door.
Did you put your back into it? No, you didn't.
I didn't want to scare it.
Door's just kind of like, some of it splinters.
Okay,
John!
can we tell
cast-
which camel is John?
I'm gonna walk over to the civilians.
Roll
Get his hands.
I'm not going to check
Can I just cast Speak with Animals? Okay.
15.
16.
Can John and all the other camels who were with the half-orc, the human with the dodgy face, the two halflings, and this handsome man please come to the front?
So you start kind of looking. Wait, what did you get?
15.
So you start making your way through the camels. You recognise that none of these are John and you are kind of heard yet. And as you do so, you hear Toby. He starts kind of like shaking a little bit, kind of shaking his little bum, kind of like doing this with his head.
Perfectly sculpted bum.
Very, very confused by what's going on. To you, you're having a very natural conversation with the camels, and you very quickly identify John at the other end of the room.
And they all walk forward.
Well, they're kind of like tied, but he kind of like just does this to you.
Camels don't have hooves.
A paw.
A paw.
And slaps
That's
each
a
other.
toe. A camel toe.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's still a hoof.
It's not a hoof.
Anyway,
It's a toe.
He raises his appendage. He didn't
He's
even
a
raise
woman.
his appendage.
he just stood there looking.
And raised his appendage.
Yeah.
So does Toby. Toby's straight.
You find you find your camels.
I go over and tether them, check them out.
Mark off your spell.
You were going to go talk to the rest of the
Okay, you head over to the civilians, kind of hands up. Are you okay? We're fine. Are you one of us?
A brother.
Just say yes.
Yes.
Yes, like we were attacked in the Colosseum arena. We went through the initiation of fighting the Cyclops and then we were attacked. Have you seen anyone in black and red robes around? Were you chased in here or just?
As you say this, there's kind of like a glimmer of recognition as you mention that you're in the arena and you see a couple nods and
Oh, that's really embarrassing.
I'm just
Are any spectators in the arena?
a little kid turns around and says, "Mommy, you died."
I minor illusion the most horrifying thing in front of that child.
You're the camels.
Okay.
Please actually do
Just
that.
a rotting corpse.
Oh no, he's done it now. He's
Aw.
done it. 1 second.
Sure.
And they say, yes, yeah.
Any red and black robed figures chase you in here, or have you seen any about outside of the arena?
We fled here. Most people will be at the evacuation point, a couple buildings over, but we got cut off by some of those rogue men, but they followed the main group, so we're staying here until someone else finds us. As they finish saying this, Toby, you're casting a minor illusion, right?
Minor illusion.
And what are you creating?
Can we have
Just like-
2-minute pause on that?
Yeah.
Do you know in Legend of Zelda the little skulls that are fire that like
Yeah.
just a like
Just.
just a tennis ball sized one of them just in front of
It
the
is a
head.
minor illusion, so it's,
Can it just be making an endless screaming noise?
I don't think it can make any sound.
oh no, you can have one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would either be a sound or an illusion. So it can't move, but it can. Do you know what I mean? Like it can't like gnash.
It's just something to like
Yeah.
horrify a child.
Yeah. I would like you to roll a d20 and plus your wisdom modifier.
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
It's going to be a pretty
Goodness.
unicorn.
What?
It's going to become a unicorn.
wisdom. It's an 8.
Okay. You create in front of kind of as the person in the middle of the crowd stops speaking. You see flicker in front of a small little group of children. This white and pearly skull with kind of like a purpley red mist that seems to be kind of emanating from it. And it just kind of like sparks into life and the children scream and scuttle back. It kind of turns round to face you, and you see it's actually got a big smile on its face. It almost makes it a little scary. Yeah.
Well, that wasn't necessary.
Is he still there?
He mocked us.
Do I recognise that as a minor illusion? Or did I see him, like... Is it a hand spell?
It's
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
obviously just a minor
If
illusion.
you're just like in your hand.
Yeah.
What's S?
S is somatic, which is hand.
Yeah.
And then verbal
What's M again?
material.
Yeah.
So if you've got a component pouch.
Yeah. Yeah, you see him kind of like wave his fingers.
I just like wave my hand through it.
Yeah.
And then it disappears.
Just kind of like.
Trying not to draw attention here.
Okay, we've got the camels.
They
Let's go.
mocked
I
us.
know, but they don't need to die for that.
Nobody's dying.
John, no, but them screaming could attract people.
Do you want to take the
Oh,
photos
yeah,
out?
causes
I'll ask a couple more
reactions.
questions to this.
Why bother? Let's just go.
Let's just go. They're safe here. We'll bar the door again. Don't be pregnant.
No, we're not gonna kill them. I hate them too, but we're not gonna kill them.
Okay, let's go.
I'm kind of leading John out the door, I'm just gonna turn back and say to them, "You better have looked after them." John matters to us. I'm just gonna leave.
We are stable boys.
Yeah, I'm not listening. I'm just walking out the door.
We exit, kind of head held high,
Just
kind of hand up like this.
I'm gonna get some of my trail food. I'm gonna feed John, see if he's hungry.
He kind of has a nibble. He neither seems pleased or angry by your presence.
dogs.
The horse was the best.
No, that's love and affection.
Yes, thanks.
It's not showing in your hearts.
As I leave, I look at the child so I pass the spell towards the scope.
The little kid kind of recover now, just kind of looks at you and goes,
I can only start.
mother kind of slaps his hand and goes, Percy! And I go,
Dissonant whispers.
do you?
Toby might be a bit amoral, but he's not going to murder a child.
He's just been added to the list.
Yeah.
When he hits 18.
When I is Pasha, people I will kill. Brother Kathos, now the question mark next to it.
Okay, so you exit the
Yep.
thing. Bree kind of almost haughtily like strutting out.
Sure.
The two of you just kind of making your way out. Kind of,
Apologies for the
Shut the door.
Toby having his little face off with a small child. You make your way out.
I'll flick a gold coin at the child.
Okay, you're at the other end of the room.
Alright,
So-
it's going to be the epic thing. I'll put it into my gun and that's
So you make your way outside. You're now outside. You've got your camels. You're now outside this kind of longhouse. You've got the way you came down. Kind of leading out the way. You've got the arena, which you guess is probably somewhere. You're kind of like here. You kind of made your way out that way. You kind of get the arenas maybe there, and they were kind of pointing in the direction of here, just to be like.
Shall we just? But do we know where the city gates were when we arrived?
Yeah, down here in front of you.
Shall we just go outside?
to the gates.
Yeah, I just want to leave.
Can we just go? Let's just
We
go.
can head east.
What's east?
The horn.
Well, let's not bother with all of that.
Where do you want to go?
Well, I think that we should go to Kellenport.
France, I don't know where we are.
You are at the other end of the Great Desert. It would take you. You are you're up here.
Yep.
You know that Tesla was here.
Yep.
You know that you travelled westward to get to Tesla's, so
Yep.
the pyramid is maybe here. You know that Calmport's right at the bottom end of Calmport's.
Or we should maybe just go to the nearest city that isn't Tesla.
Which is north. Which is east.
Do we
Which
know
is
that?
west.
Who knows
West.
that?
East is into the Marching Mountains.
Yeah.
Where
The west is towards Tesh. Or
southwest
south
is
or
west.
just direction.
I say we just go to the nearest city.
Yeah, that's supplies.
It would be
Memnon.
between Tesla and
There's 2 buildings to the right. We could at least save the survivors.
What for? We can't help them.
What if there are more assassins? We're not exactly feeling great. Or maybe that's just me.
You've
You did
recovered.
almost
Yeah.
die.
A bit.
Actually, do that beautiful song.
It's true. We did have.
Can we see?
But we're
like,
now
where
completely
the
out of healing
building-
potions.
Yeah,
I have one.
we do.
You see a number of buildings, you'd probably
We
have
need
to
to
go
stock
to.
up.
I know.
For the east.
I know, I'm not arguing that, I'm arguing what, like, we've been asked to do this in, like, Care Office. What's the point if they're all dead? I know there's a tiny,
Okay,
small group there.
Like, jury's out on the whole doing like what Carolda says thing.
This
We have
can't
not
be
decided on that.
the whole I think we should go to Memnon and make some decisions. Out here in the desert.
I'm not arguing against that, I'm not saying we should go east, I just want to make sure people are alive.
Well,
Like, I'm happy to go and restock, rest, and then discuss what.
If they're
like, how
alive,
we
they're
find-
probably hostage, like in a hostage situation. I don't know how that went last time. Or they're all dead and they're just going to be a buttload of assassins that are going to jump us.
Or they're alive and fine and eating and singing songs.
I just don't see what we can do here. There's a lot of people and
I'm
There
not
are
saying
only
fine,
4 of
I'm
us.
not saying like we should go in there, guns blazing. Yeah,
alright, fine, you go. I'm waiting for camels.
I'm happy to go by myself.
I'm not
if
letting
you
him
want.
go by himself.
So do you go with him?
Yeah, I'm over to it. There's like to the 2 buildings down the side. So at the building there where they suggested it would be, is there bodies on the floor? Is there blood on the floor? Is there any sign of a scuffle?
Okay. Do you make your way over stealth?
I'm gonna stealth on it.
Give it a go.
This is actually seems.
Okay,
It's not
good start.
It's not bad.
13.
I'm gonna let us down. So don't
Okay. You make your way 13 and 15.
It's 13.
13 and, oh, 13.
Yeah.
It's 26 total.
Yeah,
that's how it works. Okay. You make your way over as stealthily as you can to the building 2 buildings down. You notice that it's from the most inlaid into the mountain you've seen so far. It seems like a fairly it's square. It's maybe 5 foot across, not very far deep, but it seems to kind of extend in.
Can we see a door?
There is a doorway.
Is it not? Is it still a door? It's not like office hinges knocked in.
It's just a doorway.
So then you're
Yeah, it's a
21.
Okay. You do not hear him. You hear a number of voices coming from beyond. It doesn't sound like battles, but it does sound like there's lots of different people speaking, some louder than others.
Do you want to go in, or we could just shout? We could. We could back up a little bit and shout brothers, and then wait as they come out full black road, black and red. We run, get the camels and piss off. If it seems a little less, if it's like the actual brothers that come out, we can talk. We can stand like a good 50 foot back, or however far. Like, So we've got a direct route back to them.
Yeah. How far have we headed?
So again,
How far have we walked from those guys?
probably only about 30-40 feet. It's
Oh,
you
right.
know, the buildings aren't too big, a lot of them are tumbled. They're not like full
Yeah.
built up buildings.
Probably
Uh,
back in.
But how far back? So we're like 20 foot away from them and however many foot away from the doorway.
Camels have hooves.
Good.
Victory.
Well, no.
We can maybe discuss after the game.
Give it a go.
I shout, brothers.
Okay.
That wasn't very loud, was it?
Not in like a demanding
Yeah.
call.
Oh,
You
okay.
hear the voices that kind of got dimmer as you went away kind of stop. And out from the doorway steps a brown figure, hood down, kind of older looking gentleman, kind of bald on the top and kind of like a grey rim around the side.
So he's brown.
Yeah, like the others. Different.
No different from others. As he moves forward, he is kind of moving warily. He kind of looks at you,
I'll go
Yeah,
for it. I'll
Can I see if he's got a
nods some recognition.
Has he got this sword?
I mean, you're probably like maybe like
I'm really
15,
far
20 feet away, but
Do we to walk forward to retreat?
follow.
yes, friends.
Can I approach?
You make your way forward, you see, yes, he does indeed have a the same silver clasp necklace on. You make your way up to him. Says, I'm glad you've survived. You put up a fine performance in your reading. We'd be lucky to have you join our ranks.
Just to cut in quickly, we will be staying. We're about to leave. But this was just for mine. I just want to make sure those people survived the attack.
Are you guys safe?
Is it you? How you and how many others are still?
We have taken care of those that have attacked. But we will not be staying here for long. We intend to move eastwards.
Okay. We may see.
I really wish people would stop running their performance in the arena.
And then,
You don't want to talk about
as we're not,
Are you venturing back into the desert?
we're venturing towards.
We're going westward.
Yeah, we're going west to rest.
Which you would know would go a couple of days to So
Yes, ma'am.
you look. Do you have enough supplies? Do you?
If you can offer aid in home supplies, that would be much appreciated.
A friend of the brothers, albeit for a short time, is at least welcome to whatever supplies we can offer. Of course, that kind of like
Pillage. Can I make an insight check? Just to make sure he's not like someone dressed up as a brother ready to bag us into submission. 20.
He does not. He gives off a very kindly old man kind of thing, but you also get the sense of there's a respect for him.
I'll turn around, they're only 20 feet away. We've been offered supplies, so we'll grab them and then we can make our way westward.
Okay.
Forward.
Do we not have like another 3 days worth of supplies on the camera?
You could always use more.
And
Yeah,
It's free.
we used
You should take it for free.
those 10 seconds we were gone, we used up a lot of potions.
You currently have no health potions. You travel.
I have one
I've
health
got one,
potion.
I've got one regular pot.
I don't. I think pretty sure he used that as well.
Yeah. Did he split the potions you found out
I thought
before?
Trent was holding on.
Yeah. That's what I was
Trying to
I
split them
thought
between
you
us.
I don't remember
I'm
getting
pretty sure that you're all dead.
thinking. I've got it written down
Yeah.
that I did have a lesson.
Yeah.
Oh right.
At
Okay.
some point. So I
It'd
don't
be
know.
interesting to see what he had. Okay,
I
cool.
thought he spread them out for, like, I'm sure he spread them out.
Okay, I never got one.
Because did he give me, I'm pretty sure he gave me a greater and then I gave it to you. Oh no, I took it during the battle.
Yeah, actually. I've got, as I've said, I've
Yeah.
written down for this.
He's not here with
But now we've used either way we've used it.
Yeah, you were given 3 potions in the chest originally, or three lesser and 1 greater, I believe, from the pyramid.
So that was the one I actually used.
Yeah, so to have gotten through the last fight, and for you all not
So
to
I
have
don't-
died, none of you have potions at this point, except from yourself.
That's what I thought of the supplies.
Yeah.
I'm just going to see what it's.
And you travelled with about 4 days with enough food to kind of get you there and back. So to get to Memnon, you maybe just have enough.
Do you have any chocolate biscuits?
Which are those?
Enter the sandstone building. It's kind of going back to that kind of dark, tunnely kind of light. So your eyes take a moment to adjust. You walk through a very short lobby before another small kind of enclosed tunnel, which as you kind of get through noise starts picking back up and you enter a very large cavern with a mass of people kind of on the far side. In front of you is maybe a 10-foot gap, and then the door also is just kind of like London about a couple of them, all wearing kind of leather armor, kind of weapons at their side. They kind of look up at you, kind of rather than kind of nods to mental. The man leads you to a far side of the large cavern, which goes into kind of a small room where there's kind of an array of boxes and things in a room behind a desk. He says, do you need some supplies for our friends here? Just kind of whatever we can spare for the day.
We could use maybe a couple of days worth of food, some water skins, maybe health pots if they're going.
She kind of frowns and says, well, we've not got much food, but yes, we have enough. I have food and I have water for you. And she kind of looks at the man and says, Natal, are we giving them potions? And Natal kind of looks at you guys and says,
I'm just gonna look up with big eyes and say, please.
Oh, I didn't. Did you go with us?
Yeah, I can with you.
you've kind of all
I look at her,
completely
kinda go-
adorable because I'm tiny and I'm
Do we have 4 days worth of how much food do we have?
probably got about 2.5 days of food left.
We could do with, okay, we said 2 days of food, maybe 1 day of food, just so we can get to.
And Natal looks at you and says, we have some potions. They are a precious resource, as you know, and we would want to know that you'd be, if I bluntly put it, helping in some way before you just
we
take them and
promised
leave.
you we have been put on a quest to help aid your cause.
Roll deception.
It's technically true.
It is technically true that you're also not saying all the truths.
16.
He kind of looks at you, his eyebrows kind of. Yes, but I sense you're perhaps not as committed to it as I might hope if I were to be sparing this resource with you.
I might not be, but he is.
We were planning on heading west first, restocking, resupplying, and then discussing the plan, and then we're heading east for the horn we talked about.
At the mention of the horn, Mikal has a sharp intake of breath. He looks over at the accountant and then nods right.
They have the accountant in their evacuation point.
It's not a like supply dealer.
She kind of quickly exits the room and he kind of steps a little forward to you. How do you know about the horn?
Kyrath has told us.
Kind of stares confused.
Five-headed dragon, we saw him in a secret catacomb underneath your complex. We went, well, these chaps went into sarcophaguses.
Actually,
what,
it's
we, what, we were
sarcophagi.
told, what we were told is there is a horn east in the mountains of Abalaya, and we were told if we find it, it would help the brother's cause. If you don't want us to find it, we'll not even go east.
Roll a persuasion. Because you're speaking.
Are you sure that's not a, like, arcana?
Nope.
Oh, persuasion.
It's good. Try.
11.
You're from -1.
What's your charisma? I feel low.
But you got a natural one, so.
Oh, nice. I'm going to do all the cards.
Oh, right. It's like with charming ones.
I propose
I mean, look at me.
He nods at you and
He's weird
says,
about his charm.
I
like, when I'm trying to get like a vibe, like, does he want to? Is this a do not go, do not find it, or
there are not many people who know why we've been specifically hiding here and recruiting here. But as you clearly already know, and seem to know more than we do about the location of this item, I see no sense in hiding our purpose from you. We seek the horn.
Shall I ask you, what is the horn? What is this?
How will it help you guys?
Is it a literal horn?
Yes, because we were told literally find the horn and it'll help the brothers. We were given no like information about if the horn's going to like blow up the passion or something ridiculous.
The horn would win a war in a day.
Yes, but how?
The horn is a legend,
And it does?
Sorry.
Looks at you.
Yeah.
The horn is an ancient artifact, supposedly gifted from the Queen of the Feywild to a mortal who ventured into her kingdom and surprisingly.
I hate you.
What was that for?
I just managed to pass
Who took her fancy and her favour. The horn allowed him to travel between planes as he desired. Something
I'm
reserved.
That's endgame.
Yeah, something reserved only for the highest magic wielders, and normally then only a couple at a time can be brought through. The horn, however, opens a temporary portal, which is opened, or so the legend goes, at the sound of the horn, and closed again at the sound of the horn. He kind of looks to you, Tobias, and says, and yes, it is an actual horn.
At the mention of the Feywild, and specifically a horn, can I roll like a check to see if I have heard any stories about this?
Yes, roll a history check.
is that Toby specifically?
17.
You're all right.
Like, I'm curious as
Yeah,
this.
What was it, history?
I got 8.
Okay.
Me too.
Be a beauty. 8.
I got +5.
Do you guys rack your minds? The Feywild isn't something any of you have particularly come across. You perhaps have heard it mentioned slightly more from your travels and your teachings, but nothing. You didn't hang around long enough to find out anything more. You have heard a couple stories. You have sung some songs, heard some tavern tales of the Feywild. You can recall certain details. You've heard many songs of various queens.
I mean,
But you don't specifically know anything about a horn. So
considering my family's patron deity,
is a unicorn, which is not from the Feywild.
a specific deity,
Oops. Whispers.
Reverse whisper.
And they was just like, la 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 la.
Why did this become a thing?
on my character description.
Is this a revised version too?
No, it's been on the most recent. It's been there since as long as Toby's crest's been a unicorn.
Yeah. You would have heard some stories, as kind of said, and some Queens of Court. Yeah, you wouldn't. Knowing most people have not heard of the Feywild, or have heard of, but don't know anything specifically about it. You've heard of queens and Queens of Court, a number of different queens throughout the Feywild. You know of other general bits of information, but if you're specifically looking for information on this queen and a horn, no, you've not heard. With this horn, we have a method of crossing the desert and our entire army and appearing in Callanport, taking the city by surprise, swiftly, efficiently, with as little loss of life as possible. If we cannot, we will have to find other means of attack, which are unlikely to be as...
Do you have someone that can use it?
If you get this horn and win the ensuing battle that seems to be on everyone's minds, what becomes of the horn after? Because the ability to teleport to any location you desire could have dire consequences.
The legend does not speak of a horn that can teleport you anywhere, merely between one point on the Feywild as often as you wish. So from one point on this material plane to the same point mirrored in the Feywild. But whereas most magic casters are limited to taking a couple of people with them at a time when they transport between planes, we would have access to a portal where we would get through as many as we need. A whole army. As for what happens afterwards, there is much discussion amongst the circle of elders as to what we would do. At this point, I only am one of few people who still believe it really exists. As for its location in Avalaya, the mountain is almost as much of a legend and a myth as of itself. We know its location, but there's nothing there. I can tell you where to go.
But there
Could
is
you
a
please,
mountain.
where do we go?
The mountain of Avalaya.
It's more specific.
Well, roll a history check.
All of us.
Yeah, wait a minute. Make
Three.
That is not
Okay.
17.
Okay.
History 11.
You kind of having read up on your new tourist guides and such, before you came, know that Mount Abelet is the largest mountain in the Marching Mountains. It's the Marching Mountains being the mountain range that you're right on the edge of.
Oh, it's the largest mountain in the mountain range.
You know that there is a series of it's a kind of a very very large mountain which is completely flat topped, like almost like sheared off. The legend goes that there was a great battle fought between titans in the mountains, and a sword swung and sheared the top of the mountain off. But it's still being the largest mountain. We'd also know that there's rumors of an ancient civilization there, and that it tumbled along with the top of the mountain.
Do I know that as well? Like, I rolled a 15.
Yeah.
I'm sure between us we gauged same information.
Yeah, sure. Okay, fine, sure.
If you
Well, I would have. I don't know if you joined in. Like,
if you seek the Horn and travel west, travel east, to the mountain, although I would be surprised if there was anything there. Many people have sought the lost city there, but if you are searching that way, and then for the Horn, we could give you some potions.
How long will you be remaining here?
Come on then.
I didn't get the sense that you intended to head there now. I got the sense you intended to head west. West is not east. If you came back to us and then we're heading east with us, or at least, we saw you heading east, perhaps that might be a different thing, but you've already said.
Well, actually, it sounds like this horn is very, very powerful, and I think we'd best grab it quickly before the Pasha's assassins do. So I think that we should head east immediately.
Are you intending for this to be true?
I'm lying.
Roll a deception check.
My deception modifier is the same as my persuasion modifier, so I figure it doesn't make a difference. Oh, 16 again.
Okay. Yes. You truly intend on heading east for the Horn?
Absolutely.
We can show you the way. We can show you the paths to take that will get you there. There is a tunnel system that would lead you almost directly to the middle of the mountain range where you would find the mountain. We could lead you this way, and perhaps, as you exit, we will continue on to the second necropolis. And then you can head off, and then,
Wait, there's another necropolis?
of course,
Well,
this is but the first necropolis of Nykar. The second is at the other end.
Can't you
of the
settle anywhere
mountain.
cheerful?
Well, we're searching.
Maybe the
Pasha's have a monopoly on fun.
We were here to search for the Horn, and it has been clear to us that it is not here. We hope next that perhaps it's in the second necropolis. It's also
If you
further
believe the
from-
legend that it's within the mountain of Abelet, why are you here?
There is. You've got to understand, the mountain of Abelet, many people have travelled there. There is nothing there. It's just a mountain of stories. As much as I'd love to believe your source for this information, it is likely it is a fairy tale. And we would give you the potions because it would still be. I mean, there's a hope, but it's unlikely you'll find a trace of civilization, let alone a powerful artifact.
We'll just have to wait and see.
So you will head east with us and then make your way to the mountain of Abenat. Can look at you hopefully.
Can we have a moment to confer?
Of course. Yes, and he kind of like bows, kind of hits his head, and yes, and kind of he's ready to go.
Okay, I was totally planning on just taking the potions and heading west, but this won't sound really cool.
It does. And if we're going to get some free stuff.
The free potions, like, do we know, we're told or do we know how many days travel it is?
Some of these guys are heading on to it. And the
Yeah,
base is
yeah,
heading
yeah.
that way. In the
We are at this point unanimously deciding to aid the brothers.
Oh,
Not
no, if we have the
necessarily.
horn, we could destroy
If
it,
we
or
have
could
the
use it.
horn, we
could
can
just get out of
decide.
it. We could teleport down to Kellenborg and help this guy out.
And what's the difference?
We would hold the power if we have the
We
horn.
need to
If
get
they're
there
going
before
to
it gets
the
to the romance.
opposite direction of us anyway, they're going to the second acropolis. We know the
No,
location.
they're over east. They're heading east to show us the way to get there.
If they can't find it in the second acropolis, they'll eventually find their way to the mountain now that we've told them about this.
Yeah, we've told the girls that into the base.
They're hopeless. They're hopeless. Hasn't made it this far yet.
I want that horn.
She's changed her mind. Like she was very much on the to go down that way.
Oh, I thought it was just going to be like another, like a little symbolic thing, but this sounds
No,
really
actually-
powerful.
I do want to head east and get this one. I'm more thinking of if we only get like maybe it depends what we get, what they offer.
Yeah.
If they offer maybe 2 health potions,
But then, I mean, we're moving as a group as well.
As a group,
From most
yeah.
across the
That's what I'm
desert.
thinking.
I'm still firmly against the brothers. There'd be nothing.
That's fine. We
I
stop
don't
them
like
getting
them
we stop
either.
them getting the horn at the very.
Is anyone listening to this?
We don't have to give them the horn. We're just getting
We're
it.
just stopping the people
would
that
rather
tried. The
wash my
people that
hands
tried
with
to
them.
kill us, tried to kill you. If they get the horn,
I don't want to travel across the desert without any healing
I'd
potions.
rather be as far away from all of them as possible.
Well, then we're leaving them anyway.
We're going with them.
they
Collectively.
are
Part of the
part
way.
of the journey and power in numbers. You don't have to talk to them. They're just gonna, make tents and give us food.
Tobias, think of them as cannon fodder.
Huh.
What would trends?
This isn't us being their lackeys.
Cannon
They're being
fodder.
our lackeys.
You don't see it that way.
Once we have the horn, we hold the power. We can get them to do anything we want. Because they won't be able to do anything for us. Imagine having them at your mercy like that.
I'm just listening to this
She's
conversation.
playing
A little bit
that
of horror,
thing.
like.
Roll a persuasion check.
Like that.
Why can't I just say yes?
Oh, that's a 20. Not natural, but 20. I'm being
You're
very
finding this
persuasive.
Very convincing.
No, I haven't. Was.
We
Fine.
can talk about it on the way once we get there.
See,
once
I
we get-
know what to say to this one.
Let's go. Let's do it.
You really know.
Can we? What did the brother just leave? Can we beckon him over or?
Yeah, you kind of went from the main chamber in, and there's this long corridor. He's kind of at the other end, just
Give him a nod.
and he kind of comes in.
We will try.
So,
If you provide us with health potions, we will travel with you and we will retrieve this horn.
praise be to you. Yes. We will be setting off within the hour. The exit to the mountain would be.
You mentioned tunnels. Is it tunnels all the way to the next necropolis, or is it so far then we come out onto the desert and finish the travel to the necropolis?
Well, our journey would take us through a tunnel system all the way to Necropolis. There are a number of entrances to these tunnels which link the two. that were used when we transported bodies. And one of these entrances up to the surface would get you to it. It is but a day and a half from here.
What potions would you provide?
I would have to check our with the others what we have in our stock. We don't keep it here.
Could you discuss that before we make our decision on which path we travel? If we're travelling through the tunnels without you, obviously we might not need as many. If we want to make greater heads than you, we go to take the outside route. We'll probably need more outside.
Well, we could draw you a map, which you can travel ahead of us in the tunnels. We will be slow. I would be uncomfortable giving you potions based on how much. Yeah.
I know what you mean. Just get you guys prepared.
Fantastic. Well, we shall draw you a map so that you may journey ahead.
Yes.
Fabulous. We'll send a couple of our men with you just to hand over the potions. You can understand if I'm not a little mistrustful. He can look at you.
I know. Maybe.
I am the picture
Come on.
of innocence right now.
You and your group kidnapped
Not now.
us,
No, come on, just.
put us in an arena to fight to the death, and you're mistrustful of us?
They didn't kidnap us, and they
You
asked if we
They
wanted to
ambushed
go.
us in the desert.
you sought us out.
They didn't.
You
They
entered
said-
our place, and
We came to them, and they just said they'd wipe our memory.
we
If you did-
offered you a night.
You could offer.
This
I'm
creature is
working out more that they
sadistic.
could maybe wipe his memory now with all the brothers. We could take him back to Tesho, if that's what you wish.
Make it Memnon, and we've got an agreement.
You want?
Memnon.
The other place west. Not south.
Okay, if you want. Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to go back to Tesha.
Very.
No, the Horn of Unlimited Power seems rather tempting.
Let's get you some alcohol.
We be ready to leave in an hour, and we shall have our men ready to do the same. You can
Is the seats in here that we can just sit in?
You're in a storage room essentially.
Or can we find somewhere to sit?
You kind of exit the room. There's a number of places you can sit in the cavern.
Are there any other people about?
The cavern is huge, and there are hordes of people, all kind of huddled in different groups, kind of sharing some meals. It's now about like 5, closer to 6 o'clock. Kind of dinner time, so people are kind of.
Oh, so
there's kind of like
can we like get
a
some food?
tension there. People kind of come up to you, kind of a middle-aged woman comes up with a number of bowls with kind of like a broth, and then kind of shares it amongst you guys.
During the hour wait, can I look at the chamber?
Yes, you most certainly
I was
can.
wondering what to do.
I was going to look at the chamber, then look at the black pearl straight after, as I'm doing.
Do you actually look at the arm?
Yeah, look at the
Yeah.
armor first.
The armor first.
Oh, yes. I forgot that.
Okay. And then can I look at the black pearl as well?
Yeah, you look at the black pearl. Well, you'd have to give it. Well, yeah, you look at that as well. It is a very nice black pearl. You don't really sense anything magical about it.
Do I get an idea of worth? Is it like onyx?
It's probably not something you've dealt with a lot, but perhaps other people in your party might have dealt with it. So
I would show her.
You
I want to
kind of
realise what I
show to the finer side of the party.
Yeah, thank you.
You turn around and say, yes, I've seen this pearl before. You get the sense that this jewel is worth somewhere in the region of 500 gold.
Worth about 500 gold. We can't do it,
100 each. I'll keep hold of it. The chamber the chamber that I found is actually to do with my weapons. It will allow me to bind fire to my bullets.
Okay.
Your what?
Is that not what you tried to do in,
That was with
the...
a.
But the bullets already
Engine.
exploded.
This is already created though. This already has the binder. I just have to insert it into one of the, and then I'll show him the barrel of.
I'm wary of this device.
No idea.
I will make sure I do it away from people, just to not cause.
I'm going to spend the hour amusing various scared children with my sleight of hand tricks.
Okay. Right, roll a second check.
Fireworks,
ten.
sparks.
Bear in mind, I'm not doing difficult ones.
Yeah. You spend your time kind of allowing them. One kind of little kid kind of looks sly like you, just like nods, like kind of seemingly unimpressed. But the majority of them kind of wow and ooh and kind of go, wow.
Do I get a little fan clap?
Yeah. You kind of finish kind of a routine, and they kind of go. They're kind of all gathered around you at this point. They kind of like shuffle.
I'll keep it.
More.
Toby's among the crowd of children.
Yeah.
I'm behind you, just making sparks.
Just quickly, you've got the purple ring now, don't you? So-
Yeah.
And someone's got the box of.
Yep.
You shoot.
I'm drunk. It was massive game of you.
And you've got the same.
Are you still wearing that, by the way?
Yeah.
Was there just got your ring swag. Dom. Armor 4.
So is an hour enough to attune an item?
Yeah, a short rest about half hour. So yeah, you could achieve it.
Okay.
Fabulous.
Any of the brothers hands.
Or you just wanting to know if you can?
No, I want to, yeah.
What?
Every time we meet a large group of people,
You are in a room of many people. Most of them are civilians. You know,
60 minutes.
yeah, there are many.
Only need 3.
do the round.
There are many handsome men, women. They're in
And a wink indiscriminately.
and
Just randomly.
The bear looking.
kind of as you wink at the men, they kind of look at you confused and kind of like shuffle closer to their wives. As you wink at the women, the men kind of shuffle closer and kind of like put a protective arm around the wife and slap it
Some
off.
of them must be single. What?
Roll,
They're all
It's a big
married.
enough room.
roll a persuasion.
They can't just all be straight.
No,
couples.
just roll a d20 plus your charisma modifier.
I'm sorry, what?
Statistically,
D20
that's,
plus your
that's
charisma.
not what would
Not
be
okay.
happening.
As it is a flirting.
Plus charisma.
Yeah.
21.
Okay.
He is
The
charming.
women are positively swooning at your wink as you go by. You have not lost your touch in your time
Yeah.
adventuring in more crazy part of your life. An hour goes by. Is there anything else you'd like to do in this hour?
I'm attuning my ring.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've got time to put that on. I also, if I put it on, well then take
Sorry.
it off.
I know.
You
Tuning my ring.
you've taken some time to look at it. You get the impression this is kind of similar to the kind of thing you were trying to create, except
Someone has
it's,
to read it. Trent's not.
Well, translate there.
you were trying to imbue something with a lot larger power. This is just a small addition. You get the sense that
Just a bullet passing through it rather than binding it to the gun.
exactly.
I'm going to put that into my system.
Yeah. You
Man, busy hour.
would have to.
That's what I was saying, I've got enough time to do that.
Yes, you spend about half an hour identifying what is. You do the remaining half an hour to kind of like tinker with things. Roll a tinker check.
Tinker and check.
Dex plus your proficiency.
Dex, so that's 3, efficiency, so that's 13.
13. It's fiddly. You've not kind of worked with it before, and you've not really gotten a good kind of situation for it. You don't really want to break it, so you kind of hold off on it for now.
I'll look at that.
You could probably get there with a little more time, but in the kind of half an hour constraints.
Yeah,
I'll do it
like before that or something.
You're kind of as you're fiddling with it. A man comes up to you flanked with 2 other men. 3 men walk up to you, and oh, yeah, shit. And they yeah, and they say, "Are you ready?"
Already?
Right, I'm just gonna apologise to my adoring fans. I'm sorry, but fate calls me elsewhere.
Oh, more!
Sorry.
I make eye contact with the most recent woman I winked at just when we go.
She kind of looks around. She looks at her husband and just goes, "Shush."
You like
Kind of watches as you exit. The men kind of lead you out the back of the cavern. This is the way. I suggest we travel for a couple of hours, make rest, and then there will be a full day travels before we maybe 3/4 of a day before we find the exit. My name is I have a name. I shall tell you it shortly.
Okay.
Are
Shall
you
we
feeling
head off?
okay?
I sometimes
No.
forget my name too.
Is it
Actually,
my
no,
good
I
lips?
don't. Who forgets their name?
I forget to spell my name.
I'm too prepared. I should have made it up. My name is Ashel Batar. At your service.
Could you spell?
That
wasn't the game.
That was again.
It's for my journal. You
That's
see.
the quiz bill. I just like
Ashel, Ashal.
We promise we're not Pasha spies.
All of us at the same time.
Think of people to kill. Ashel Batar.
Batar.
Is he handsome?
Yeah, we've established they're all very
All three of
handsome.
them.
All of them.
Equally
Oh.
dashing.
I think
You couldn't pick. You'd have to go for all three.
we don't have time.
I think we do. We've got a long walk with them.
I think we're all ready.
Okay, you ready to head up?
Yeah, right.
Bring them up.
They make
Supplies. Did they have like a box or something?
yeah, they've kind of got packs in the back. You were given
What about the
supplies.
camels?
That's true.
Can we take the camels with us?
Are the tunnels big enough for camels?
It would be tight with the camels. And then you'll be in the mountains. They're not suited to climbing. We will gladly keep them for you upon your return.
You need to be treated very well.
Of course.
Okay.
Who's saying they're going to treat them very well?
Ashans.
Look at Ashel. I go. You probably know who I am or what this little unicorn insignia means. But I'm from a very important house in Tether. And if anything were to happen to these camels, that camel in particular, the one called John,
I wonder how the other
I don't
camels
know
feel about this thing.
what would happen?
You kind of point back across the other side of the cavern where your camels are.
I'm not sure lording it over really works with these anti-establishment types.
However, if you were to pay close attention to our camels and ensure no harm comes to them, we can maybe see about brokering an alliance between the North and the Calamshires, whoever you are, brothers.
You are right, sir. I have no idea who you are. I'm merely a guard. I also do not deal with trade deals or diplomacy. I am just a guard. But I'll bear that in mind. We'll look after those camels for you.
Pass it on up the line.
I should also say you should get someone to check out the camel building. There's a lot of civilians.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We didn't want to bring them ourselves just in case because we weren't really sure if there was structure around.
Yes, of course. And he kind of signals. As he does so, you see Julian come over and he kind of whispers to them. Kind of one person takes the camels and starts leading the way. Another person gathers a group of people and runs off to out the door where you came.
Let's go.
Do they handle the map?
They haven't handed you.
Alright.
So you make your head off. You head off. They are kind of keep a respective distance, maybe like 10, 15 foot ahead of you, and can make your way through the tunnels. There are braziers and lights down maybe like the first 100 feet of the hallway, but slowly as the kind of sounds drift away, it just becomes a dark tunnel. They kind of light their own kind of torches, and you make your way forth. They're
I'm
kind
going to be
of
using my lantern.
okay.
We're all just
We're all holding hands.
so we can see. Is it like single file sites or something?
It's maybe like 4 or 5 feet across those, but you can fit maybe like two abreast. And you walk away from the region, not knowing where Trent is.
Honestly, it doesn't bother me.
Yes, it's
Trent will do
No,
it.
that's no. I'm saying it as like a, you know. It's fine.
You make your way.
Toby looks at those sketches drawn of Tren
I just look up at all the tall people around me and then just get a bit sad. There's no one at my level. You're okay.
Give a concussion on the top.
Alright, I'm getting a page back now.
What's your height?
Just 76.
You get up on the shoulders. Yeah, you're just like kind of brushing.
Okay, I'll
the
hunch
top.
over a little
Or,
bit.
or she could be like backpack.
Yeah, if she's kind of backpack, you're fine. It's maybe like 8-9 foot tall, so the tunnel. So it seems. It doesn't seem like clean cut like new, but it does seem kind of fairly well constructed. This tunnel. You walk for a number of hours in relative silence, kind of like talking amongst yourself. On this, a shark kind of turned to you and says, "We shall camp here." Yes.
Oh, while we were walking, I very respectfully apologised for prying into the whole matter of you covering your face because you're being really nice and giving me a page back.
It's alright. I can understand the need to know, but
You can't piggyback to 6 hours.
I mean, that's as far as I can go. We're gonna
It's very heavy.
She's
I
already
am
walked.
not very
Jeff,
heavy.
Point of
Oh,
exhaustion.
we did break up the bill. So, wow.
Yes, I've got 561.
Wow. You're fun in the bad. Are they carrying the potions for us? Did someone say that? Or have they given us?
They've not given you anything.
Yeah, I said I'd check if they had like
Oh,
crates
sorry,
and
sorry.
stuff on them to see if they
They've got
supplies.
backpacks and stuff in them,
So,
kind of like supplies. You were given supplies before you left from the kind of accounting mistress, so to speak, who kind of gave some fresh packs, kind of topped up your supplies and stuff. You've got a fair bit of decent food. Yeah. Not kind of anything of the fineries that you were having in the Tishel palaces, but it's decent. You make camp for the evening. Is there anything you guys would like to?
I'm gonna try the stupid thing again.
Okay.
Which I'm very thankful you
I didn't give you nothing.
kiss that boy.
stupid thing, which is really good. Thank you. Shall I roll
Can I
again?
give him Bardic Inspiration?
Yes, you may. What do you think?
Tinkering with a gun.
It's like a 21 shots.
I don't know any gun related or tinkering.
Bang bang, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you could be inspirational words, but you gotta say something.
Hey, Redfield. I love you. And I think you can do it. You can do it, man.
A very surprising admission. when you first spoke to you, demanded you call him Lord Tobias and Bows. So rather surprising and Yeah.
Is it a DC 28?
You should still call me Lord Tobias.
See how well it helps him.
So that's 12, 14, 17.
Okay. It takes you a couple of hours. Yeah, kind of to get used to kind of how it works. Surprisingly complicated. You have to take apart more of your gun than you'd like. You imagine there's an easier way of doing it, but your gun isn't built specifically to be taken apart. But you're fairly comfortable with this form of gun. Taking it apart is the easiest to construct, so to speak. So yeah.
With -1 to hit, I've just taken out my attack bonus. That's no damage, fire shot. Plus 6 to 7. So.
Yes, you do not have a choice of when to use this. This is now any shot that you make from this is a fire shot.
Alright, all shots are fire shots. It's the barrel at the front, not one of the chambers.
No, it is yeah, so it essentially attaches to the just in front of the chamber thing. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
Like a silencer.
yeah, but it's
on
more
that.
it's not like built into
I thought
it, but yeah.
I
it's
thought like
essentially
that's
a
the
sensor.
gun, and I thought
It
the
was
chamber
one-
was one of these.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's kind of like the whole thing, you know, where you put all of it.
Yeah.
That whole thing is.
Yeah, sorry.
Are we taking this as a photo?
Yeah, if so as you kind of work into night or seeming night, it's dark in here. You just kind of get the eerie sense from the cards. It's probably night time. You guys want to go straight to bed?
How big is the cavern?
You're not in a cavern. You've literally just stopped in the middle of the.
Like be walking at that time. Yeah, you're not gonna come.
Good night, guys.
No? Is it cold down here? I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm actually just curious.
No, there's kind of like an oppressive feeling, surprisingly warm. You just the air is very very like dry and still. You get disturbed for a while, but kind of just the sheer weight of the earth above you. You're not really
I'm going
Can
to.
I take one of the watches over one of the guards?
That's what I say, discuss watches like. So
I can
split
take one
us
and
up
one
so you and a guard will do it, and then me and another guard will do it.
You arrange for the guards.
I'm going to minor illusion a little set of stars above us. And a
Oh,
little-
that makes me feel a lot better. I don't like being underground.
and a little crescent moon just until I drift off to sleep.
You you minor illusion a 5-foot cube of stars.
Can I huddle with you
It's-
underneath it, please?
It's a very kind of basic. It's not kind of like twinkling or anything like that. But there are stars. There's a noticeable movement.
Better than nothing.
You're comforted at least.
Especially when the light goes out.
We could use a level 2 step swap.
I just say
Phantasmal force.
I just say beautiful and then false.
the sun.
It's a lady.
No, I'm good.
A little shooting star.
Do we feel any,
Stop motion.
Yeah. That's the cast again.
do you feel any better in the morning? Get all of our strength back.
So you go to sleep. You wake up the next morning feeling fully rested. You regain all of your health to your original health. You get the sense of whatever kind of poison or kind of life force that was stolen from you has kind of rejuvenated that, kind of like lost blood.
Get hit down as well.
Yeah, you get all your hit die back.
I didn't realise I get my grid points back at the end of the rest.
You sure do. Short rest.
Short rest or long rest. I didn't realise. I thought you
I
had
get my
to.
spells back. Yeah, for sure.
I thought you had to get the killing blow on that 20.
Well, that's good.
Oh, nice.
Sure. I mean, I have one spell slot.
Yeah.
As people who like eating and stuff, I'll give me ritual.
Do you kind of go down the corridor or you just do it? You
What
guys,
are you doing?
What you doing there, Hex?
you kind of watch as
You can explain that.
you can watch as Hex kind of takes out his polearm and kind of looks at it almost lovingly. You guys watch as he slices open his hand and kind of coats the end of his blade, kind of muttering as he does so, wiping it back and forth. And you see a kind of smoke and then just like a shimmer of flames that kind of burns the blood off the end of the weapon. His eyes reflecting that similar kind of burst of flame. He turns it round to the other end, presumably, and does the same thing to the butt of his weapon as well.
You know, we're being honest.
I don't know.
We wanted to be honest.
You know,
I've been training for a while. This is.
I understand
Wow,
that.
Yeah, do I have any idea what that was?
Roll
I use a loot.
Yeah.
I don't bleed over it. I think that's really
I
useful.
got 13.
Oh, it's not too much.
You do not have any idea what's in anything similar to this. You get the sense he has just done a form of magical ritual, but like as to the specifics of like where this maybe like originates from or anything that you would.
Yeah, it was just so I knew what my reaction would be.
What are the guards' reaction to this?
They seem fairly taken aback. They kind of look.
Just remember, I'm on your side.
Just kind of. Yeah, just kind of. They look a little freaked out, but they're trying to keep to themselves.
The aim in life not to find someone who looks at you the way he just looked at his own
What does the
weapon.
Told me that's his weapon. Yeah. You guys just watched me with mine, so.
Oh, by weapon, I meant all of this is penis.
Yeah.
What does the ritual look like?
It does some extra damage. Just not good. It uses something with force weapon. So I'll explain how it does. It's the way how these people fight. Use your life force to do more damage. Fighting creatures.
Okay, but doesn't that mean that you're draining away your own life and that means that you're going to die faster?
It's only temporary.
Okay.
Like a peso.
Pretty much.
That was not a paper cut. You sliced your hand open.
I've done it. It's
Okay.
You kind of look down at his hand and you do see like this one kind of like scar across his hand, but it doesn't appear to have already kind of like.
I don't think it's anything to worry about.
Okay, fine, yeah. I just.
You wanted some honesty.
I really appreciate it. Thank you. Anybody else? Anything else to share?
Yeah, excuse me while
One
I
thing
just
at a time.
slice open my entire arm. I'm not
Is that an advanced
I'm going
form?
to
or-
pretend
do you want to teach
know
me?
with my dagger.
Well, it's late and
That's a 16.
Okay. You all kind of watch, and at first you kind of go, but no blood spews forth, and you go.
I just have some breakfast. Have some ration.
And you turn around and
Oh,
okay. Back to breakfast. You feel proud of yourself, but also a bit.
I need to find some friends who are easier to shock.
We all just
Trent.
all of us at the same time. Just. I mean,
Try and make her bot that in a second.
Flash, he appears.
Actually, no, maybe it's for the best because he would have wasted a lay on hands.
Yeah, probably tried to deal with it.
Trent would have hammered down those walls to get those camels back. Siblings be damned.
This is
just
Let's
reminisce.
I know.
Okay. What were we doing again?
I hope Trent's okay.
In fact, from the brothers, let's get going at check.
We are all in agreement that we're only getting this horn to go back there to get Trent.
Yes.
Well, The horn lets you
Absolutely.
lets you plane walk. What if Tren's trapped on another plane?
Then the horn would be very useful.
This
It
character
takes you
seems
to
to
the
be
Fable
trickery,
Wilds.
and he seems to.
Trent's probably with us. Let's be honest. He's just invisible or something.
It's interesting that they said the horn was related to the Fable
I have a feeling of the centaurs.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
magical land.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Let's go.
Fairies.
As you're having this discussion, the guards who are only 10 feet away from you while you're having breakfast kind of are staring at you, kind of having packed up their stuff, kind of ready to leave, and says, "Good to know you're planning on helping us with that horn."
We're just missing a friend. Let's go.
We haven't seen sunlight in a bit, so it's a bit weird.
Come on, guys. And I start back in Mustafa.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
For sake of not having to hear this song anymore, you make your way down. It takes about 8 hours. Anything you want to do while you're traveling down this tunnel?
Just like that for 8 hours.
Oh my god.
We're just going to be reminiscing about good times with Tren and how much we miss him.
While he sings this, you all get a point of exhaustion from listening to this.
Don't use exhaustion.
Oh, don't let the cave-in get you down. Don't let the falling rose turn that smile into a frown.
20d20 seconds.
You all take 16 points of it.
Can I be looking at this fire chamber? Trying to understand
Looking down it.
if it's runes or if it's gems or something bound to it. Why it gets this ability, or if it's just part of the metal.
So you've kind of like embedded it into your weapon. You kind of have to like take it apart again, which you probably don't want to do on move.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Yeah, so you make your way down the tunnel, kind of again in this kind of hushed conversation. It's a really weird atmosphere down here. Again, 10, 15 feet ahead, the guards are kind of just talking amongst themselves, fairly casual at this point. You make maybe like 8 hours travel. You kind of stop for a brief lunch on the way. Grab a Kit Kat, that kind of thing. Before, almost out of nowhere, the tunnel splits, and you see a natural light source coming from your left.
Sunlight.
Is that where we leave?
Is that our way?
This is where our paths part. It has been a pleasure, and if I'm honest with you, having heard what you intend to do, it's not my place to judge you. I am merely a guard.
We do intend to help the brothers. We're just missing a friend on that scene.
And we can understand that.
We could always take more of your scout the beach and see if there's any of your own people left in the complex.
We have many people we have lost. We just want a better future for our families, and any help that you can get would be appreciated. Here's a map that will lead you not only back if you must seek out your friend, but also forward to the second Acropolis, where you'll find us in probably 4 or 5 days' time, and also onwards to the rough direction of where you'll find your destination. Of what you seek, we do not know. I wish you all the best. And he kind of takes out this kind of backpack, a small kind of like wooden chest almost, and kind of like opens it. It's kind of like flat lidded. Just kind of opens it, and then there are 4 potions. 2 seem to be a little larger and kind of like a darker red, and then 2 of them appear quite small.
Does he give us the chest, or does he give us the 4 vials?
He kind of opens out to you guys.
Do you recognise those?
You would recognise these as potions.
I think you should take a grey one. because you seem to be in the thick of it most of the time.
I'll take a smaller one.
I'll take a minor one because I'm usually at the back range. Don't give you the one, which is usually with the great one.
Thank you. The greater one.
Yeah, so that's 4d4 plus 4.
Lovely.
Can I peek?
Yes.
Roll a d20.
Is there any other advice you can give for travelling towards the second Acropolis? Any known dangers, creatures that are going to...
Could you get me a glass of
These
water?
tunnels are not regularly walked, as far as I'm aware. These are ancient tunnels. Up where you go is a wild, untamed land, devoid of civilization, and there are many creatures that roam the wilds of the Marching Mountains.
Good to know. Thank you for your escort. And do you plan to head to the second Acropolis or head back
Thank
to the first Acropolis?
We will head back to our people so we
You know,
might
at the very, very
help
start,
them through.
here,
Good luck
Yeah.
with
did
the
you see
journey.
a colour?
You know, I don't remember.
Praise be to
Did you
the-
write it down?
That's not
What was that?
Because
What was your question, sorry?
it was about how at the very, very start of the pyramid, when we saw like the image of the creature and then a number.
Mhm.
Mine was a specific colour. I'm just wondering if we all have different colours.
The colour of the thing on the door?
No, I didn't.
I don't think I was specific before. I can't remember mine. I've got a book.
I'm just wondering if it corresponds to the different dragon heads, because mine was written in white, and then it always seems to be the silver dragon head that's talking to me.
The bronze dragon's always the one who seems to be talking to me.
Brass is me, I think.
That would be a very, very clever DM if you that no.
Hex,
All of them
have you
are
noticed a
silver.
pattern with the dragon that speaks to you? The specific head of the dragon.
Yes. You do notice. Roll an intelligence.
I remember writing it.
Oh,
But all of us.
yeah, you're all asking about.
Intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
17.
3.
Just raw intelligence. No, 7. Right.
You know that dragon speaks to me. I don't like any of the dragons, to be honest. You all, now that you think about it, yeah, they do. It seems to be a predominant one has spoken to you individually, and you think about when they came down and whispered in your ear. Notice that those colours.
Mine was brass, wasn't it?
You would remember as well that all of the symbols that were on the doors were a silver which faded to black on the door. So they were not symbols. That would have been
Which
yours was the gold dragon. Yours was the yours was the bronze dragon. Yours was the silver dragon.
What's the remaining?
Your remaining one is
Speaking of the whispers, could you share with them a message that was whispered to me so I can write it down?
so sorry, your copper.
Say again? Can I see the message that I got whispered to me so I can write it down? Like, the other use something to cover it.
What did the dragon whisper to us? To each other? Are we willing to share?
Hold that thought.
Double dragon.
Oh, it's not on that. This is that line up.
Oh, you're too. That's a weird thing to be whispered.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Double dragon.
Check it out. Great.
By the time I got to Toby, I perfected my whisper. Like you, I was still learning this.
I just spelled flaws as actual flaws.
Do you share with each other what you all got?
Yeah.
No.
tell them.
Yeah.
Mind them to look out for something. They give me information on my home.
Mine alluded to the bandits who were searching after me. That they may not be the people I first assumed them to be.
Who did you assume them to be?
Yeah.
People collecting for your gambling debts.
Yeah. Gambling debts.
Is gambling debt.
Can I tell if he's lying?
Oh, the answer.
If you said yours, you said your
21.
Choose one.
There are a lot of things I'm wanted for.
Life stealing.
Not husband stealing. Climbing in your windows, snatching your people up, hide your kids,
Knives.
hide your husbands.
Hide your camels.
Your camels are
Told me to embrace my flaws and make myself strong.
gonna have to get rid of that arm first.
You know,
That's like
embrace
the opposite
the
of embracing
flaws.
It means
Maybe you can.
Maybe it's going to turn into like a stone super arm and you'll be like half golem.
Whack.
Well,
So as you have this conversation, you head out of the oh, yeah.
The dragon just said to have courage and to do the right thing.
Maybe a deception check. I'm guessing you're rolling an insight.
yeah, I'm rolling an insight.
Oh, that's a 15.
Oh, I got it.
I've got
This
I'm on
is
to
13.
nonsense. You see her shiftily, she felt, you were like, yeah, nah, I got away with this, kind of like, yeah, good job, me. You look at her like, no, there.
You don't have to tell us exactly what it is.
At least don't lie. We would prefer if you didn't tell us at all and were honest with us and lied to us.
If you don't want to tell us,
Okay,
Yeah, I
I'm
put my
just
hand.
going to keep walking now.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean,
before
I
you
can
go on,
keep pace with it. quite
can I just
easily,
put my hand on your shoulder in time? A bit like Hex in time. And I'll go and.
I'm an open book, me.
Indeed.
Okay. You make your way.
Apart from the bandit thing, I didn't know about that.
As you make your way out of the tunnel into lightness, you kind of blink, stepping in, and the first thing you notice is this is a very different climate from what you've been in, kind of for the last couple of weeks. You are kind of at the edge of a forest, not very thick forest, kind of thin trees, just little. Kind of foliage near the top, but quite tall, and you see kind of peeking through some trees, kind of the outline of a large mountain in front of you. As you make your way kind of forward to the edge of the trees,
In the grass.
yeah, there's grass in
I
that
put my
one.
hand on the grass. Don't want to.
As you kind of make your way out to the kind of the edge of the trees, it's kind of like a rocky outcrop that looks down kind of over a valley, and you see in front of you a number of tall, kind of sharp mountains, which kind of this mountain range isn't long, so you can kind of see kind of wide, so you can kind of see to the far end. It's kind of like a spine almost. So you've got the largest ones in the middle, and they kind of like fizzle out shorter. So it gives you from where you are on the side of it, you can see the Great Desert in the far distance, and it's quite a spectacular view.
So we see the flat.
Roll the
Nine.
Unnatural.
11.
you just honk.
That's it.
Gribble was
Lying
blind.
grass.
Yeah.
Just rolling
I can't
around.
see any mountain.
You are so fascinated with this grass that you haven't seen this. You guys see a number of tall mountains you don't know which one's specifically the highest. You kind of take your time and kind of like look around, and you do see maybe a couple, maybe like 1 or 2 mountains back. You see what does to be what you originally thought was the top of a mountain in cloud. You just see there is no top to that mountain.
Well, we have a rough idea of where we're going.
Where?
Now let's find out.
Oh, okay.
Just going to the clouds.
Is there any sort of path in that direction that we can see?
Are we heading to the second Acropolis first, or are we heading straight to the...
Let's go to the mountain. I want that horn.
Let's get the horn.
And
Now
there's
there's
no
only
detail
the horse
somewhere
sounds.
else to the change in that.
You take out the map, and it kind of has a general network kind of tunnels, very very roughly drawn, and just kind of an arrow travel this way. You don't get a sense this is accurate, like a wooden sort of map. And it just kind of gives you a general direction. It kind of got a tunnel out and kind of points, and then has a picture of the mountain. It's very quickly drawn, and you get the sense that it is in that direction. Looking around, you don't see a path so much. You can kind of you can't see this area being well trodden, but you can kind of pick out an actual path that you may take. It's kind of like 3-4 in the afternoon. You kind of got up. Not really sure when you got up, but it's kind of, you get the sense that the sun has passed its peak and is halfway down.
It's good to know.
Alright, should we just head off in that direction then?
Let's get going.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
So you head. God, because I had a side note, because I had 2 sets of notes, I found it very easy to not have to look at most of these today. I also need to have fun.
Can we talk about the music as well? I like how Cal was like describing. You look over this beautiful vista, the mountains, the desert, and suddenly it's like.
There's almost something that's really like well timed.
It's like this view is breathtaking. It's like total anxiety. It's like, you feel at peace.
It's just the thoughts of the time.
Beautiful forest. Beautiful forest is like the Jaws thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put creepy playlists on here. I can put on.
I can play the Jaws theme.
It's called
Nice
The Road.
choice. So trends.
Yeah.
This was
It's
you.
so cool.
Sorry.
So what's this?
It's just called Proper Story.
Yeah. It's The Road is the playlist. So. Anyway, getting back into the game. Sorry, that was my bad for digressing.
Just I love it. Mine was just Netflix.
As you make your way through the forest, what's the order? How are you going? Who's taking the lead in this expedition?
I'm going to be at the back again.
I'm in front.
I'd like to walk side by side with whoever at the front.
Yeah. I know
This just-
mountains.
This feels just so much more comfortable.
Okay.
Roll a survival check to lead the party through the forest.
Probably. I mean, I can help if you want.
7.
So you can put that with one, like, I'm not demanding like anything else.
7 on.
You know.
And are you choosing to do so quietly? Or are you choosing just to do it?
With trepidation, but not.
I would,
stealth.
because it's unknown, I'd probably explain my thinking. Like, of why I'm going to this direction. I think it's very funny. It's clear that it's actually.
Okay.
So just kind of cautiously, not like tiptoeing.
Oh yeah, I'm not like.
But everyone's looking around, not just like singing about.
Okay. Roll away subject to the group.
Are we all rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, natural 20.
Okay.
21.
No, 20.
I'm glad you were just behind. We've lost you.
So between all of you, you kind of like showing them a couple of your moves, like, oh,
Yeah.
and you make your way from what, as far as you can tell, stealthily forward, and you you make your way forward. Right before I continue, how's everyone for time to move to like?
I don't start to think now, so I can go to even if I had
Yeah.
6 a.m, I would have still started.
I'm kind of ready for something to jump out at us.
I kind of just like if those two are looking like the tracks and around, I'll be watching for things or anything like that in the chat.
Come on.
Hey, 21.
Nice. So the group moves forward. You come across a number of wildlife, most of which don't notice you. A couple kind of, you see some deer which do kind of like put their head up and kind of see and kind of dark off.
Unicorns.
You do. There is a sense of life in this. What did you say? Unicorns.
2D. Nice.
Oh.
He's not even being deceptive. He genuinely thinks
It's 2D worms. Just out.
There is a life to this forest, but it's dull. It's not like a thriving, thick kind of. But there are signs of life, and you definitely get the sense that just from kind of moving, it's fairly slow progress, just because there's it's rocky and you kind of get out a bit and you realize you kind of have to go back in, but you kind of make your way through. Kind of quietly looking around. You do notice something as you're kind of looking. You do hear something kind of far ahead of you. Just a noise that doesn't kind of fit with the rest of the kind of movement and noises of some kind, but very far.
Okay, well, I'll still point out to you that in said direction there is
Despite that,
a
I'll
noise.
slow down a bit.
It's quite a bit away, but it's.
I'll be more alert to what's around me now rather than looking.
Shall I go up and see what it is?
Are you okay doing that?
Yeah. I'll be stealthy. I'm gonna stealthily go
Oh.
in the direction that Hex points me.
Before you go, Bree.
Yeah.
Invisibility.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yep.
I thought he was going to inspire.
Yeah, I thought it was inspiration.
Inspired.
You are now invisible. Have you marked that off?
I can't find out the best of times.
Toby, you marked that off.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Invisibility, and this is second level invisibility.
I don't know. Just a few attacks.
This is like it's going.
Fabulous. So you watch as Tobias turns around, just kind of pokes.
Should I go?
with
You
her-
can't see me.
No, we can't see them.
Oh.
So it's just
You're still visible.
and you see your form just kind of fizzle out and just.
so this lasts until I attack someone.
I have no idea.
You cannot see Bree, you just see her voice. You just hear her voice coming out.
You see, like,
she was standing.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's not very.
Well, Bree.
Oh, so now I'm not heavy.
She can stand in a blade and crash. Bree can balance in a blade and crash.
It's just all about your distribution of weight.
Okay.
Okay, so
She rolled a
what,
nat 20 or
what
stuff.
counts
That's okay.
as an attack? What can I do and still stay invisible? Do I know?
I think
Can I
it's if
notice?
you interact with something in like I think walking is fine.
If
but
you
I think
cause
if you
damage
interact with
to something else,
Do not
of
stay
any
on
kind.
Yeah.
If you or anything similar, if you were to fire a weapon, even if you didn't do damage, do you know what I mean?
What if I playfully tug on someone's hair as a joke.
That would be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that to all of you guys.
Okay. With a natural 20, you just get a
Can I lift invisibility? No, like, you're not
Climb
ready.
your
Why
own
would you do this, Jack? God damn it, Toby.
I don't do that.
I was
And
gonna
It's
say-
never going to find you.
And now I'm gonna stealthily go forward and
Takes all
investigate
our
the sound.
money.
I would like you to make a fresh
How did you?
stealth check with advantage.
Oh yeah.
That's a natural 20. Again.
Nice.
Yes.
I take it I don't need to roll again.
No, normally you would to see if you could get natural 20, but you got a natural 20. You make your way forward. You do not hear anything. You can
Yeah, I think we're just
breathe.
like a defensive alert.
Well, I'm presumably concentrating on keeping the spell up.
Yeah, it doesn't take all of your might, but yeah, you kind of have to.
Does it have
It
a
takes a
distance?
lot to it.
Yeah, yes.
Sweaty.
Say that, yeah.
Got you, Toby, come on.
Tunicorn!
Brian, are you still there?
I think we're just stood in like an alert defensive ready.
You make your way forward. You now hear the voices and sounds that Hex was hearing. You make your way to kind of like a parting of the trees, and it's kind of like a clearing. And you see in front of you two large forms with their backs turned to you around something crazy.
Can I make out anything about their forms or just.
Yeah, they are large, about 10 feet tall, thick. They're kind of similar to the Cyclops, but kind of like smaller. You can only see the back of them. You get the sense that they're some kind of large humanoid creature.
I'm gonna creep just a little bit closer, maybe around a bit, just so I want to see what they're like standing
Mhm.
around.
As you make your way round the edge of the clearing, which is maybe only about 15 feet wide, so passing maybe like just 5 feet from them, you make your way around and you see the two forms kind of digging and tearing apart a carcass of what looks like a human. But at this point, it's just a mess. The ribcage has been pulled open, much of his ears have been kind of torn out, and there was kind of like stuff down the face.
Okay, I've seen enough. I'm going to sneak back to the others. And then, still invisible, I'm just gonna tell them what I saw.
Yeah, you're,
Guys!
yeah. You'll take 1 point off fight still.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna tell you what I saw.
How far?
You travel maybe 100 feet.
Do we go around? Do we know
Are they,
Does it look
are
like
they in
they're
our direct path
in
to
their-
where we're going?
direct path? Yeah.
We could trace through more difficult terrain and get around them, or I don't know if anyone fancies
They've got their
bludgeon.
backs to us. We could get the jump on them.
Okay.
Okay, sure. If that's what you fancy doing, then
I mean, sure. We haven't seen the things, so maybe.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you're gonna move forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to
how
get.
far away
We
was
can
it?
stay invisible. 100
Yeah,
feet
I'm
to
still
get.
invisible. I'm just going to get within range of my short bow.
Good as well.
Okay.
Within comfortable range of my short bow.
I'd like the three of you to make a fresh staff roll as you've now kind of waited, stopped, and now are moving forward.
Well, it can't be any
You'll
worse.
keep your natural 20 because it's not you're still invisible.
I just want to get to a position where I can see them. Like
Stealth.
how close I have to go for.
21 again.
Nice. Forward. Not so nice, but
I
nice.
should put your leather arms on.
Nice.
Right.
Flapping the other way.
Between the three of you, you make up for the slightly heavier footfalls of Hex kind of
I'll be just behind him, like.
lifting up his legs.
Take
I don't like all like pointing like watch out for
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
noise.
And together you navigate seemingly quietly. Seemingly quietly. I don't know why.
The old DM like roll.
It would be not to be too natural 20.
That's true.
Yeah, you make your way forward about 10 feet before the trees come in, you see a kind of like an opening, and you can now see before you the back, maybe like 25 foot into the ahead of you, you see two backs of some humanoid larger creatures.
If I made my way back to this, I'm like 40 feet away, or would I still be able to see them?
This is the
is it like a
first
fifth?
time that you've seen it, yeah, because there are a number of few times, so to kind of have seen them, this is the first time that you've kind of seen them as 10 feet from the edge.
So we're still 25 feet.
So 25 feet away.
Do we have any idea where they are?
Roll
They're
check.
in the mountains.
That's 20.
Nice. You see from the back, it doesn't take you much. You recognize these. They're actually a lot of them up where you're from. Actually, these are ogres.
I'm gonna take a shot.
Sitting there.
I can stay distance.
I'm gonna shoot the one closest to us.
Well, prep.
Spread out.
Yeah. I'll
She has just shot.
Have a shot.
Okay.
Well, I would if I didn't see that, I would
You do not see.
But I'm invisible.
Roll to attack.
Can we be like spreading out?
Did you not say you were
Fantastic.
fasting?
Yeah, I did. I did
Yeah,
say.
but it's like.
Alright.
Well, I said before I went to take the shot.
Sorry.
So you could say something in response, maybe. But
Well,
No, we can't
Discuss-
see
yeah, if
what
we
you're
were
doing.
doing it now, if we were discussing tactics of what to do, if you shot, shoot.
okay. Oh, that's a natural 20 again.
Okay.
I'm a review of this today.
So
cursed.
I want you
I'm
to.
blessed.
Taking my
You are critical because
One shot at ogre.
yeah, because it's not to 20. It's also sneak attack damage because you do not know that you're there. So roll your dice, including your sneak attack damage, all the dice, double that, and then add your modifier. So yeah.
Okay.
So roll
Yeah.
your damage die.
Oh, I was doing a sneak attack one first.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
fine.
Okay, so that's 4,
I'll keep it.
6.
Nice. Now we can do 5.
Oh, no, this is with my bow, so that's a d6 again. That's a 3,
So 13, 26.
and then plus 4.
So 30 damage.
20 hits, by the way.
I'll do 6, that's good to know.
Fuck.
Holy Jesus.
36.
No, just 30.
30.
30.
3
30. This could be a short fight.
0.
Okay.
Just really want to kill something right now.
It's your trigger finger, you're just like, I'm going to shoot it, he's not ready. Oh.
Bree says, as was said to me, I'm going to take a shot. And that was kind of said to me. So, and as you hear that, you go to and you just hear a silent,
just
almost, and you just see an arrow kind of become visible, kind of out of almost nowhere.
It looked like, as the hours appearing, Breeze also appearing.
Yeah,
Shit.
as your form shimmers into view, the arrow piercing the back of the neck, right there, sinking deep, and you hear this roar as the two ogres turn around, looking into the forest to see where it came from. I'd like you all to roll initiative.
And now it's going to be like Planet Earth music, like,
Please.
Yeah.
what's initiative again? D20 plus.
That should be it. That's actually right.
Mine is plus 1 dex.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
your days.
Yeah.
And yeah, just your days.
18.
Alright.
didn't plan for you to fight anything today. You could have gone around them absolutely fine.
I wanted to fight something though.
Yeah, no, I'm getting that. Right.
Was that the carcass that they're eating?
Sure. Yeah, so tree line is like here. I'm gonna say, and Bree, you're all kind of like, boop, 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 kind of pick who.
Can I be far right? Whichever character I am.
I'm that one.
Yeah. Okay. So Bree.
I'll be the one of the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
fine with that.
Happy. Cool. Let's put you all square here. Okay. So, and give me 1 second to read these guys' initiative. I was not prepared.
I'm not getting anywhere.
I know, we're gonna be like,
In backwards.
leave it to Bree.
Everyone is father. You just murdered them and gave me.
Okay.
Potion in me.
20 to 25.
20.
Nice. 15 to.
Oh, I got an 18.
Okay, that's not 15 to 20 to 25. Yeah, so 15 to 20. Yeah. 18. Yeah. 18, 10 to 15. 5 to 10. 6.
Good old show, during this time.
Big old. Well, maybe we're discussing fantasy. We just
And
big old 3. Oh yeah.
what did you roll?
2.
2. Nice.
Yeah.
Is he dex on the one? Yeah.
It's all that it's all that self-harm you do.
I don't know why that distracts me so much.
So, that was a surprise round, and this now starts at the top of the initiative order. Bree, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that guy again.
So again, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, these 2.
That's
This is the one you hit, by the way. Which one would you like to?
the one that I hit before, yeah. That's a 24.
What is it? Is it the one on the right?
Yeah. This one is,
That's 7 damage.
Okay. Nice. You shoot another arrow as it kind of sinks into his shoulder. The ogre. Kill! It looks very hurt. It looks more hurt than it should after 2 hours into it. It looks surprised and furious.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to fight my attacks.
Okay. Just run through the back. Get away from me.
I'm the other one.
Oh, yes. Okay, anything else you'd like to do?
No, it's me. You're basically my human shield.
Just like shaking, not even moving yet.
It's just down here with one mattress ball.
It is now that ogre's go. And you would, he's going to. He's going to just bound forward.
I'm sorry, by the way.
Good for
Just directly up into your face. As you're the nearest thing to where the source of pain came from. He's a very, very stupid creature, so he has no idea that it was not you, and he is going to take a big old swing at you. Oh, yeah. That is a 15 to hit. It just hits. Okay. So. He takes a big old swing right just bang on top of you. You take 15 points.
I'm sorry.
of bludgeoning damage. As it gets you right on your shoulder, you kind of almost take a knee and bring yourself back up. And he, just kind of like roar again right in your face, spit on blood. Yeah. Toby. Do you want more?
No, I'm fine, thank you. Let me see. What have I got from there? My repertoire.
Come on, Toby, what are we doing?
Toby wouldn't have as much time to think.
I'm going to witch bolt them.
I take 8.
Which one?
Well, for each one.
No, which fault is this one?
Maybe not.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
The one that is closest to me.
Right, okay. Crit Vault, you're up next, you see her. Okay, you need to make make a roll a d20 plus your spell attack modifier.
And this is first one about which one actually.
A 9.
9. You concentrate. You out of your what would you like to look at? Okay, so you take a moment and you fling your hands forward, and out of your hands there comes a blast of white, blue, electric energy that kind of almost has like this kind of lilac tinge to it as well. It comes zapping out your hands. You all look very impressed by this until it kind of zooms right past the ogre's ear, hits a nearby tree, which
I'm rolling for the tree.
which just goes right through it, and you see the tree just start to fall.
The first time, guys.
Oh, that's true. Treat it like
Cool. Bonus action, do you want to do anything?
Bardic Inspirational. Hex. Oh, that's a good hex song.
This is why we need a privilege for every character.
Let's just let's see.
What are you singing?
I'm going to.
How about can't touch this?
Hex.
A song you've not really heard of before. It reaches your ears, and that was quite pleasing. Take your D6. Up next, Gribbles.
I would move to there. Look.
So don't do it.
I'm there.
Yeah, that's fine. Go for it.
Oh yes. Oh no, not that! I'm gonna burn my axe and surge and fix my gold.
Okay. Roll to fix your gun.
What is my fix? I think
It's plus your dex plus your misfire. I looked at it today.
yeah. I believe the misfire is 1. Misfire is does it 8 plus misfire, so 9. We'll be 9. Does he equal 8 plus misfire? So yes, don't be shame.
So you see as he takes a shot with his new fancy upgraded weapon, but something he must have slightly put it off because he shoots and you just hear kind of like a kind of like pop sound,
Maybe it's quieter.
and nothing comes out the other end.
It's not working out.
He looks frantically down it and just kind of and takes his
You could, yeah, and take your action switch to open it down. So you're gonna next up, we have Ogre 1. She is going to look free.
Ogres can be ladies too.
She is going to come bounding up, right up to you, and as she comes charging over, my fun, and also is going to take a big swing at you, Tobias. That is a 10 to hit.
A 10. Armor class 13, baby.
Nice. So takes a swing, and as she does so, she just kind of lurches forward and it swings and hits the ground.
Even ogre ladies love to obey.
Just swoon at the side of Toby.
And you see a big crater of weather.
A big crater of what should have been you.
Yeah.
And she's going to stay there. Hex.
Feeling, all pumped up by this game.
I'm Hexy and I know.
Oh, that one. Keep that one around.
Can you use that on your future?
Okay, that's a 13. That hits. They're so big.
Very big. I'm not very armored.
Okay. 1, 3, 2, so 3, 6 damage.
Okay.
I'm not trying to get the end.
Okay, go for it.
13 again.
That hits.
Yeah, that's 7. Just 7.
Nice.
Yep. I did.
You swing with the first light, hitting a harder kind of part of his side, where it just ribs and attacks him and stops it with ribs. You take another swing and just very slightly to the left, right to a squishy piece of flesh. It kind of sinks in about an inch, and then there's a kind of ring of fire around as it kind of as the flesh kind of like burns away almost from the small impact you made there. The ogre is looking pained, very pained. Yeah.
I'm just going to make myself big so I can only see you.
Okay.
Try and just go this way. I know it's not.
I mean, it's
big,
4 or
but
5
like,
feet bigger than you, but yeah, you
Just so
make
it's
yourself
I mean, it's,
yeah. You're in its face. It's focused on you. Top of the round, Bree.
I'm gonna come around here and then stab this guy.
Alright, go.
Feel like a teaching what Hex is trying to do by shielding you.
it's okay. She can hide again.
Oh, that is 11.
That just hits.
That's good. Okay, and then yes, I'm gonna sneak attack. That's 4 and 3, so 7 sneak attack damage, and then
Nice.
10 plus 4, 14 damage. Oh, sorry, 15 because of my special dagger.
Yes.
You-
fancy dagger.
You come round the side of Hex and just sink your dagger right into his knee, and he kind of steps back, falls, cracks his head, and is out. Just like suddenly right at to the edge of the forest. This ogre here turns around and goes, "Man thing!" Ah!
I'm
Right.
gonna hide behind
in
Hex
your face.
again.
Okay.
Peeking out in your face.
Tobias.
I cast the old favourite Dissonant Whispers on this one right here.
Nice.
What are you gonna say to her?
And I'm casting it at level 2.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, what do you think?
We killed your man. You're a single bitch now.
Okay. So must make a DC wisdom save. What's your spell DC?
What?
What's your spell DC?
It's the middle.
13.
These are very intelligent creatures. And despite my sarcasm, you say this. She kind of looks taken aback before this roaring spittle in your face, kind of again like globs of like flesh coming out and hitting you in the face. Apparently had no effect. Bonus action.
On a successful save, the target to half as much damage as you have to move away.
Sorry. Roll 4d6. So that's not
5, 4, 2,
3. So go. Right, so you say this, and you know, it looks like it hurt, but she still roars in your face. You get a glob of whatever she was eating before flying hit you in the face. Griffith,
I'm going to spend a grip
it's the first time you say it.
I'm going to spend a grip on
Okay.
So that was like 22. Oh, because I can't. So 12. So that's 15 now.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna.
Okay, nice. So Gribble this time takes his time, confidently fixes his gun this time, takes the shot. You just see this kind of this loud, you hear this loud sound, and then this bullet just comes speeding out of this barrel. And you see as it goes through there, it just leaves a slight orange trail behind it as it hits, impacting the older life on its arm, sinking in, and you see
I would shout. Sure. Trying to get his attention right.
doesn't have quite the same effect of damaging as the
I was trying
power
to
of the bar, but noted. It's now her go. Furious at the little one who just mocked it, is going to take a swing at
5'11".
21. This is true. I don't know. I always think you're small. 21 to hit.
An armor class of 13.
So that hits. Okay. So. You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as the large club comes swinging down at your head.
Is there any way that I could get in between them?
You'd have to push one of them out of the way.
And then would it attack? Like if I when I push them behind, would it attack?
Not necessarily, but if you were to physically try and move them, it would be your action.
I'll just come up to the side of it.
Okay.
24.
Dreadful, what's happened to you?
No. I think it's because I was there. So I'm
You felt that grassy knoll.
damage. 15. All of that plus.
For damage to Nice. As you take swing, but she looks like you've just hurt her. I don't know if she's on the left line.
No, well, I'm like Judy.
Okay.
Rehex.
I should have gone back.
You're up.
I'm gonna, if I go
Just
like
in-
in
no,
there,
just
go
in-
stab her. I'm gonna go in there, and I am going to try stab her.
How?
Oh, okay, so that's a 25. So I'm going to sneak attack it. So it's 3 and 6. So it's 9 sneak attack damage. Plus 3, so it's 12. Plus 4 is 16, and then plus 1 for my dagger is 17 damage.
Nice.
Oh,
Roads. Okay. So you come sliding in. You were no longer hidden as your cover moved away. But she is very much distracted by the two things right in her face. You just kind of slide up, stab your dagger into the same place, in the same knee that you stabbed her husband. And so like
I know the weakness of movements.
yes.
then,
My signature move against their species.
they used to be adventurers before they took it. You're all welcome. I'm next. Toby.
My bonus action. I'm going to. Can I hide or do I have to just disengage?
Because you can hide.
I think it's you get disengage, dash.
I'll disengage because I'm like right up in her face. So.
Because you can hide in other people's spaces, and you can like, get in between them, like underground, you could actually, I would say, hide.
Just where I am.
No, you'd have to kind of like move into a space. but
Big
yeah,
lady.
everything.
A bit distracted.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna be behind your legs.
Yeah. So we'll say you're just kind of like there.
Yeah.
Like right. Twice.
Do you have to put
I'm
it
gonna
that
attempt
way?
another witch bolt.
Yes.
What are you again?
I think you have to roll with disadvantage. Because you put it inside in the face.
Yeah, so you're in melee range, and you get disadvantage.
Because it's a ranged attack spell. It's the same with like a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
The order of those things is the same. Yeah.
I should have done it last time, but I thought for whatever reason I thought you were doing so. She was up in your grill last time.
No, but Distant Whispers is just she has to roll. It's not like he rolls to attack her. So it's
The last time was
so
with-
it would
the
be-
last time
Oh yeah,
it would
was
be
it across the
advantage,
yeah.
It's
Right.
just
Right. Yes. So roll to hit.
Does that
with
D20?
disadvantage. D20 roll twice to go.
Roll nat 20.
Okay, at disadvantage, so roll again.
All my nat 20s always get totally negated.
And that was a nat one.
It was on the floor.
It's on the floor, it doesn't count, so roll again.
Wow.
5 plus 5, 10.
That. Yeah, that just misses as it goes sizzling past our heads. Infuriated, do you have a bonus action?
Toby just slits his wrist.
No.
That would
We
be
should
an
have an
action.
action.
I'll teach you how to do it.
Nah, nothing.
Rival, you're up.
I'll just shoot
Yeah, go ahead.
that hits. 22.
That hits.
So that's 6 damage.
6 damage.
Yeah! I just want to take my time, straight at the back of the head, and just.
Okay.
What am I doing?
No, on his head.
Oh,
It's
wait, no, the
it's
head.
it's
That's all like, okay, yeah.
Covering me in brain.
Put your arm, resting your pistol on your arm. You take a moment, squint an eye, and remember it's better to keep both sides. Shoot.
and with pinpoint precision, it goes whizzing right into the back of her head. And there's almost like a brief delay before, as her head explodes kind of forward and outwards, actually going over you. Although you get a slight spattering of blood in the back as she kind of stumbles for a second,
I push her.
and rolls and falls in this direction. Falls backwards.
If she fell in Hex, it would be a domino effect.
You hit it up.
I think I might actually die.
Get out of my.
And she falls dead to the ground.
Okay.
With a pistol.
I'm sorry, guys. Should have given more warning.
It's alright.
No,
No,
you-
I heard it too loud.
That doesn't work. Is anyone covered in my door?
And he's
both
got a
are,
bad
aren't
shot
you?
back. You both have some across for your face, mainly you.
First
from-
indication.
I'm in mine with fire. And then also cursing.
You saw that.
Let's search for loot.
I cast Cure Wounds and Hex. Or, yeah,
A lot.
for 7.
So that's a 1d6 the first time? Not sure. Let me double check. Right, yeah, if you just want to check that. You're looking at roll investigation.
Can I look at the body? Sure that they would chomp it.
1d8.
13.
Plus you.
I got
1d8.
Oh, that's a D10. It's the diamond.
So, yeah.
Natural and bonus.
13.
You go up to the carcass left in the middle here, and there is very little left here. You can see they've kind of started from the center of it, so the legs are kind of weirdly unattached. You do find a kind of pouch on the side, which contains 10 measly gold pieces. The clothes are not of, they're kind of travelers' clothes, are quite dirty, they're quite dusty. You also get the impression the body is fairly old. You get the impression it's
Does there like any notes or a diamond or something? I suppose why he's here on his own.
no, I mean you kind of look around for any other possessions, but of course things are pretty fast. But when you do see what might be remnants of like a backpack, but like there's this one.
I am
No, that's okay. It should be shared.
I just say that you started looking first, so
We each get 2 gold.
You look
Here you go.
You investigate the 2 large ogres, and you find 2 clubs, and you also find 4 javelins in total.
Does anybody want some javelins?
I could probably use them, yeah. Yeah, I'm not good at those. Yes, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna give you javelins.
I don't know if you're proficient with that weapon, but
Fighters are proficient in which we get.
is it a fire?
I think it's part of it. I could be wrong.
yeah, sure. Well, okay. Yeah.
Simple weapons, martial
Yeah.
weapons,
Javelins are simple.
and based on strength. Thank you. That was 4. That's a D6.
So you are left in this clearing, the fallen bodies of the 2 ogres in front of you, and the carcass in the middle. What do you expect?
Shall we continue on or rest here?
Is there a long way to rest in the clearing so we've actually got a bit of...
Yeah, is there like a
We
cave
just
or something that
rested,
they
right?
lived in? Oh, we walked for like 8 hours.
You've walked a long way, but
Yeah. Is there any tracks leading off, like ogre tracks leading off in a particular direction?
Somebody might live there and just
Yeah, you kind of, as you've kind of been looking around, you do get the sense, that there's this more permanent fireplace. You get the sense that maybe there's a two, and kind of there are a number of footprints, or tracks as they've kind of come and gone, but nothing like kind of all. Yeah, do you want to stay here? Do you want to continue? It's at this point it's like 5 o'clock, so.
We'll take a short rest.
Contributing a couple of hours. Yeah. So you hit those that you want.
Third place.
These are really bad ones.
At least I hit something this time.
You did. And you did very well.
One and a two.
Not quite your initial hit, which was nasty. Half that being fair.
There we go. That's better. Cool. I get my actions.
You're good, you know that? Yeah.
What else do you want to do?
Cool. You make your way forward. Another
Oh, if it's starting to get dark, I've got my lantern.
Okay.
From the line.
Yeah.
Someone has to put their hands on my head or something.
So you're at the front.
I could lead. I've got that one.
It's getting dark. It's not dark yet.
Okay. I'm going to be using my lantern anyway. If anyone wants to see with it, then just, I don't know, hold on to me.
So who's leading this part of the trek?
I'll take one.
Okay, well, it's a survival check. I'll get your way through the forest and from the best route. Go ahead.
I'll roll it into
Between the two of you, there's a couple bits where you have to double back, but you make your way forward. You kind of emerge again from a cluster of trees, and you find yourself actually halfway up a very, very large mountain, which seems to just suddenly jump to kind of place at the top.
That's right.
You do notice as well, make a perception check.
10.
No, wait, I can reroll one.
4.
10.
17.
I forgot I can reroll once.
Once and damage. Second turn? 15.
10.
10 and 15. 17. You guys look up above you as you see a tall mountain. The trees kind of fade off as it gets to the top, which turns quite a rugged, rocky region. You notice there does seem to be a general kind of like outcropping. That you could maybe walk on top of it. It does seem to
Yes, do you want to count with the base, like a little bit of the forest, it's some more exposed?
Okay.
It's probably about 7 o'clock. Interesting. Set off there.
Well, we're kind of rested already, aren't we? Let's keep going.
Maybe like another 3 hours. So
We get attacked by wolves.
we'll make our way up the route.
You start traveling, you kind of take your time. The rock isn't always steady at places, it's a bit kind of like scree. There's a couple of bits where you have to scramble. It's not an easy climb. It does become more of a climbing than a walking at some point as you're making your way around. What's everybody's passive percentage?
13.
11.
11.
13.
You two both notice seeming signs of life as you go around, or a variety of syndicate track here. Just generally, you get the sense that there is some form of life.
Like wildlife. by the winds.
Yeah. As you make your way up, the outcropping that you've been following ends and just comes up like a sheer cliff. So you've kind of come up here maybe 2/3, maybe 3/4 of the way up the side of the mountain. This is very rocky at this point. You have a very, very great view of the mountain range. You're on at this point you're on the west side of the mountain, so you can see across the other side of the marching mountains to a vast, there's kind of a forest on your right, kind of like a green expanse, and then just like a flat plain in front of you. In front of you now, you have this outcropping that's maybe about 5 feet wide, which has acted as your path, which kind of drops off to sheer that section in front of you. And to your right, you just have a large stone flat surface.
Are there any scrape markings or anything that suggest people have up and down? Climb.
Roll an investigation.
24.
17.
So the two of you take your time to like staring and looking around, and you can't see any evidence of markings or anything like that. You actually kind of get even closer and kind of like you can't see anything. It's like, and as you put your hand onto that flat surface in front of you, you feel a burning pain in your neck. You all see
Shut up!
the little circle, the symbol of Caracas, glow a bright red. And for the first time, you've also noticed that there's not one dragon head, but two on his neck. As the flat stone in front of you makes a cracking boom and splits
I think I found something.
as an apparent doorway opens into the side of the mountain.
I don't like
Wait,
the
have I got 2 dragon heads on mine?
Are we all in pain?
That's this progress.
I think we're supposed to go in there.
I'm gonna go inside. I don't like being on the edge of the mountain.
It doesn't look like dark inside.
It's you can see some lights up there. It's a weird.
It's quite down onto the 7 when we stand up from the bottom.
Yeah. It's getting fairly dark. You've had to use
I'm gonna hold
the.
up my lantern and have a look inside.
It's surprisingly light inside. There's flames along the wall, but they don't seem natural kind of flames, and there's just a general light throughout. There's not kind of like light and dark. It's quite,
Go on. I'll do that.
Okay, just one thing. This seems to be like something to do with Kyrathus, because of the neck thing. Just remembering the pyramid had lots of traps. Lots of types of traps.
Good call.
We could clean it on to the horn.
Yeah, it's just like, I think that dragon has a real thing for traps.
Sadistic bastard.
So, can you look out, if you're still going to lead us, can you look out for traps for us?
I'm gonna say because you're all kind of doing a little bit. There we go. You make your way up. You do not find any traces of traps. You
Anything. A rock that you might trip over. Watch out for that.
surprisingly, you find a lack of anything like a spider's web. This is
Is the ground water? Is it?
cobblestone? Is it flat? There appear to be steps that have been built into the mine. So made of the same material, some rock as well. They're very clear, well-defined steps, about 2 feet.
Is the door just closed behind us?
As you make your way up, it stays open.
It's like there's no sign of dust or anything.
It's actually not fine tracks.
You make your way forward, step by step, looking around as you go. You see above you the end of the tunnel, step by step. And as you make your way up to the top of the tunnel, you see in front of you a long, thin bridge that bridges a large chasm, which kind of you can see comes out either side of the tunnel, or kind of either side of the bridge. At the end of this bridge is a large, very, very tall spire of rock, and on this rock are buildings of all shapes and sizes. Some with spires, some with domes, and kind of small, just square, just a myriad of just different architectural designs. They somehow all flow, and up at the top, they kind of all are kind of built all around this spire, and at the top of the spire is this giant pillared structure that seems to rest atop of it. That looks like the structure you saw in your vision. Behind, kind of framing this beautiful city that you have in front of you, framing either side of it on the back wall are 2 giant waterfalls that just come cascading off. You kind of look up and you see kind of the kind of chasm that you're in, is like a clear circle, and kind of tumbling over this with 2 giant waterfalls. And there's greenery just kind of all around the walls of this cavern. As you have apparently found in the city.
This is the thing that plays in Dragon Age Origins when you're assaulting Denner, which has been overtaken by Darkspawn, and all the soldiers are cheering you on as you charge the gates.
I am very proud that you didn't make a Dragon Age.
There was a Dragon Age 2 song earlier. There have actually been a lot of Dragon Age songs that I managed to resist saying anything about from any of the 3 games. I'm getting better at resisting that.
And you're sharing money. What?
Yeah, I think you all kind of like matured a little in that. You all shared, you all had a nice little bonding session.
I found £5 which is
I'm going to
Yeah, well, Kyrathis sort of made Bree fear a little bit for her existence.
Stop stealing.
If she stops, she like, keeps being so selfish.
You have no idea what was said to her.
No,
Thank you.
I don't know. I was just guessing.
Oh, you get some fucking paper.
So, I wonder what did happen to Tran.
He's just stuck in that sarcophagus. We cast invisibility. We cast invisibility on him, so we were like, no one's there.
close them in. Guys,
Close.
Maybe Kyrathis just thought that we didn't appreciate him enough, and so it's just teleported him to
that'll be it.
like the hidden city.
Well, it's
And it's
all like,
yeah,
we're all like that.
It's alright.
I like my new band.
You
You like
chamber.
I created that for you, right?
Yeah.
going to explode in my face. So, but I mean, it didn't on a 1, so if I roll a 1, I'm going to check. I'm going to break it apart to take station.
You've got plenty more than that, I would say.
Fabulous. And you these back.
I don't know if he's reading them actually.
Yeah, is he? Do you know if he's got a physics session?
I don't think
He
got an exam on the
He won't be
16th.
D&D until like the 16th now.
Or
Because exams
most
for
likely
days.
just in the
Would you like me to keep this in? Because we'll have a session next week.
Yeah, it's makes it good for you, unless you want to use them.
I'd go with the
Well,
draw.
next week. Wait, whoa.
Wednesday. Next Wednesday is the.
Yeah, I've got an exam on the 8th. So.
So do I.
Oh, 9 a.m. No.
We should. I don't know. I'm happy to do it, but if you.
I would probably want to be studying.
Okay.
But you guys, you can play with the rest of them, obviously.
The 8th is next Thursday.
So, you guys are more than welcome to play. I'm just letting you know.
I'll write a session, and then depending on how much stressy I'm feeling on kind of maybe Monday, Tuesday about how much work I've got to do, we'll either do the session or not. Well, maybe it might be a good idea for me not to spend any of my time in this next week.
So if you're not doing
Well, I
it,
mean,
I
like,
can take them because I'll be
give you
right.
some downtime.
Look,
Yeah.
if you like, I don't have any exams, so I'll just run the session.
Oh, it's a one shot.
Go for it. You can go one shot if you want.
Yeah, literally all based on theft.
Yeah.
You steal it.
It won't be with your characters, but you can. Yeah. Can you start taking that? Yeah.
It's just I don't forget.
Yeah.
What else I got?
Yeah. Can you make? Has Rob got his character
Yeah.
sheet back?
Earlier, I turned because he said that he wasn't going tonight, so I was like, okay. Get there, and he was like, "Oh, have you still got the character sheet?" I was like, "You bet I'm fucking going."
Wait, was he thinking about coming?
No, it was literally just, I think we were just wanting to like update.
Oh, I think they did to wind me up as well.
I see.